Other than that, we don't really have any announcements until the end of the stream. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got for our first matchup. It's going to be Slin up against ASAP Zerg. Two teams that are definitely familiar with the Academy Gaming Tournament. Why don't you go ahead and take us away with what Slin is running today?
All right, Slin, we got 12 burn stacks, also known as Adate, running a DDL with Vampires being banned. He's taking the whole break. It's either whole break or strength runes generally. Fire Ellie, pretty much basic. Then we got Notorious Naru running the Burn Guard from the guy on EU and Sunfish. Very popular build nowadays. Tokatawa running strength runes, so he's running the other runes that DDLEs generally run, and also running just the basic fire, so he's just running a pretty chill build. Tokyo Super taking exactly just a base Thief Shadow Arts build, and then we got Selly Noskok Necro, pretty much just a duplicate of Noskok. So yeah, this is a complete meta team. The only unique thing is Notorious Naru running that Kandi build, but that's a very strong comp.
Yeah, and obviously we have enforced similar rules to that of ESL, being that Vamp runes on Elementalists are banned at this current point in time until the bug has been fixed, as well as no more than 2 on a particular class. So you must consist of at least 3 different classes on your team. So take a look over ASAP Zerg. We're back for the 3rd week in a row, finally making it to the round of 8. They had lost in the first round against some decent opponents in the last 2 weeks, but finally back in that round of 8, trying to go up against Sin, who is, they're a very good team, and they actually won the AG just a couple weeks ago. So definitely a team to be worried about and have to really bring your A game for them. But taking a look at what we have on this blue team, we have Ahmed Afro Thunder running Mesmer. It looks like he's got the Great Sword Torch with Vamp runes. Zerker Amulet, he's going to be running PU for his team with Domination, Dueling, and Chaos for himself. He's also running, it looks like he's got Signet of Domination. Okay, he's swapping it up there. He's not running any mantras, though. Sometimes we see PU mantras, but he is going to be sticking with what is somewhat, it kind of is the meta build now. So
yeah.
For Mesmer. Let's take a look at Tour, aka Ella Tour. He's going to be playing DD for this team with those Holbrook runes, Selly Amulet running Fire, Arcane, and Water. Star goes Subtle. He's going to be playing the Thief for this team with DP Shortbow. Vamp runes, Marauder Amulet. Looks like he's going to be running Shadow Arts. Mortal Wombat going to be playing Warrior for this team. Interesting, he's going to be running Shoutbow with that sword, Warhorn with the longbow. Soldier Runes, looks like he's going to be taking that Settler Amulet for himself, running Tactics, Defense, and Discipline for himself. And finally, Zoe going to be playing that Necromancer for his team, running with the Dagger, Warhorn with the Staff, Strength Runes, the Sentinel Amulet, going to be running, it looks like Curses, Spite, and Blood Magic for himself. So a little bit different from the triple Signet Selly build that we see on Necro, but has similarities to that build. So interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out for him. I had a few conversations with him, and I think he was aiming for something that might be able to take out DD Ellie. So we'll have to see today if this is going to be the build.
No, he went to Selly. Don't worry, he went to Selly.
He did go to Selly. Okay.
Yeah. So
wondering.
Yeah, I don't know. This comp is going to be really interesting because obviously Notorious Naru just completely counters Ahmed. Ahmed having 0 Kandi clear. And he's going to be completely countering him, but Zoe Joel, they have basically 2 banners. Banner on the Shoutbow and then that Signet of the Undeath. Yeah, I mean, this is...
but the thing is about... Signet of the Undeath, it's a 3-second cast time, so you have to make sure that's down ASAP, because most people, no pun on the ASAP, for the ASAP there, most people stomp right away, and we'll have to see how that plays out for them. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, alright, well, we got rotations in about 5 seconds. Looks like we're actually going to have actually big crosses on both teams.
Yeah, take a look at the opening splits. It looks like 3 going out for both teams here. Man, they're going to clash it. Nope, they were both sold up. It's like they did get in combat. I don't know. It looked like they did, but Toke, I believe, I don't know. Interesting. They're both blue team's just going to cross without any trouble, it looks like, and go over that mine point. While red team going to be looking to send 4 people to the midpoint, finding no one from the blue team. So very odd opener, I would have to say.
Yeah, extremely weird. If I was Notorious Naru, I would definitely just say, all right, your entire job is to hunt Ahmed because you will 100-0 him easily. We had Dark Cheese having to play really quickly after he tried to survive that 3-man burst that actually pushed across the map on beach. Ahmed's getting extremely low with those burn ticks, like I was saying, taken out. Notorious Naru doing exactly what he should be doing. Elator is actually being focused as well. Looks like this is going to be a double team wipe here.
Yeah, those burns onto Ahmed, you know, that really hurt him. Now Tira's in the downstate here. We're going to see a portal play coming out there at the midpoint. Multiple members from this blue team went into that point. Mine was fully capped by Standstill. One cap for both teams here. We'll have to see how it's going to play out. But the decap actually came out over there at the mine point. We're going to see Dark Chaos actually go for that full cap, knocking out Tura. Of course, it's going to be 5v4 for this point in time. Even despite losing Tura, an okay lead at the start of this game. One tick capping here for this ASAP Zerg team.
Yeah, they are just training. They used so many cooldowns on 12 burn stacks and they didn't get him down, and now they're still training him. And it's just they actually switched that damage on Ahmed because he has no Connie clear, and that DDO just had like 8 burns on him. It was just ridiculous how much damage they were putting on him. So Joel's also going down. This is just a really bad off-point, really bad strategy by this team. It just blue team just needs to fight on a point. They even Mesmer need to get together, one-shot somebody. This red team is very fragile, and they just need to take somebody out, and they can stagger them pretty easily. But they gotta get rid of these burns. They gotta get somebody that can cleanse them.
And 12 burn stacks going for a 1v1 against the Elementalists of the blue team over there. Not going to be a good matchup for him, especially with Ahmed coming off a respawn. Taking a look at the midpoint, though, we got a 2v1. It looks like we are going to see the warrior for this blue team taken down there as he tried to get out of the point. Tokyo should have the free stomp. Multiple members of the blue team going to start to funnel into this midpoint. At least, I mean, they're going for a decap over there at the mine. I think at this point in time, given the fact they just lost Mortal Wombat, they should at least leave somebody over near that henge point, send the rest over to the mine point, and at least trying to, you know, go for the sides here, because mid is a lost cause. Mortal Wombat should be heading out of the side gate to go to that far point and force the fight over there. They should not be dealing with mid right here in a 3v2 situation. Yeah,
and you know, despite that opener, they actually point-wise, you know, they're keeping even. They had something sustained. I don't know what point they had. I thought it was pretty evidently red, but I haven't been, I guess, really paying attention to the score. But blue team's doing a pretty big push on the far. I think that's a 2v2 right now. I would actually put this in favor of blue team with the Selly Necro against the DDLE. They should actually be able to pull this one out. And mid team or mid fight looks like a pretty much a stalemate. So that's not a.
I mean, I would put it in the blue team's favor right now to just push over to the mine point right here. We're going to see 2 members of Sin bail out, go to help mid because it's a 4v2 situation right here. They're putting out a lot of damage on Denaru. Actually taking it in downstate. 2 are going in for that stab stomp. Should have it. Gets the stop for his team, but Ahmed going to be taken out from the Condis that remained on him. Dark Chaos is not going to deal with him, it looks like. Maybe so, I'm not so sure. No one for the blue team went for that res. Mortal Wombat is just going to bring down the banner onto him, get him back up into the fight here. We could see a 2-cap come out here for this ASAP Zerg team who, you know, despite losing a couple members early in this game, they're looking pretty strong. They just need to wipe up some fights and, you know, focus. They're really playing 3 points right now. I don't think it's, you know, they're starting to get kills, but, you know, on this side of the scoreboard, it's not really putting them in much of a lead.
Yeah, and the fact that they killed Notorious Naru, which counters so many guys on this team, and they did nothing with it, kind of it kind of shows how they're out in this fight right now, because they could have pushed and they could have one-shot, they could have done something with this comp, and it just didn't work. And we see Zojoel being taken out there. Star is getting extremely low. He's getting focused. He's going to be maybe taken out. No, he got in the SR. Okay, he probably will be fine. And we got a Plague on point. Like this red team is just knowing how to sustain. They're calling out their stuff. They're doing really well.
I mean, we did see Tokyo attempt for a decap over the henge. Tura was in the area. You're going to see that coming. Dark Chaos taken down, though. We are going to see it looked like that was a time warp coming out there from Ahmed. Not going to allow for that res to come out. About to take out Tokyo as well. He's taken out there by Ahmed, who followed up on that. Red team take the mine point back. They have a couple kills, though. If they're able to get those stomps, it's going to be huge for ASAP Zerg trying to get a lead. Now Ahmed is about to go down 200, had about 400 health, actually. Vampire's going to pop for him. 1 burn taking. He should be okay for the time being as long as Naru doesn't stick on top of him. But Naru going to be on top of him, get the kill there. This is just a back and forth fight. Yeah, this game is so close right here.
The fact that Blue's just, I don't know how they're doing this. I guess their Warriors just sustaining so well on the mid note and their DDL and just rotating back and forth. But they're in the lead. Like, that's just something that's insane to me right now. I haven't been paying attention to the score very much, mostly the fights. And it's just, I would have predicted Red to be in the lead right now. And it just, they're able to sustain these fights. Red team needs to bring these fights to the points. Blue team, I guess, was actually doing really well earlier when we were calling it out, that they were fighting on point. That's where they want to be, because their on-node fighters are much more sustaining. And 12 burst, they just ate a huge burst.
Man, Zoe needs help on point, though. He's going to be taken out in the 1v2 situation. He is taken down there. He finally gets reinforcements. There is the SR coming out from Star. Will it be enough to get him back up? It looks like it is. 12 burn stacks goes down in the process here. The health pool's looking pretty good for ASAP Zerg. They need to win this fight right here and clean up shop. The decap actually did come out. 12 burn stacks. Not going to get res. Tokyo is spiked down there by Star, and a portal to the midpoint coming out from Ahmed. Really great rotations. Good portal coming out there from Ahmed to make sure they can clean up that henge fight, get to the midpoint, clean that up, and wipe this Sin team off the map right here. Starting to finally build a lead. About 6 minutes into this game, they're starting to finally get a 2-cap here and start to get the game rolling, you know. I didn't expect it, especially at the start of this game when first 3 kills went in favor of Sin.
I had no idea this was gonna happen. The one question I was going to have before is if they were able to capitalize on that 4-man wipe on their home node, and they weren't. And like, just look at the health pools and how quickly they died out. They didn't do a team push. They needed Zojuel on that team push, and they did not have that. That was a poor rotation. Now they're also going to get 2-man wiped. Oh wait.
Oh, they got the decap though. I mean, Sin is not out of this game, despite, you know, being about 70 points here. They do take down Tour with Ahmed off the map and Tour. We are going to see, it looks like the Thief Star bails out of that point. He's going to try for a decap. Really good job of Tokyo seeing he's around the area. No, he does not see he's there. Star went the long way around. He should be able to get this free decap, so the 2-cap for Sin will not go for too long. I don't know. Is Star Tokyo? It gets on point just in the nick of time. Not sure how long he's going to be able to hold this one. Doesn't want to stealth up. He does go off the point there. There is the decap. It's not going to hurt him too much, but meanwhile, on other parts of the map, Ahmed caught up in a 1v1 here. ASAP, they really need to regroup right here before they let Sin get back into this game.
Yeah, I completely agree. This was their fight to win and solidify, and they failed at doing that, and now they need to regroup. They know they can take the fights toe-to-toe as long as they can take on Naru. I think they're in a good spot. They just need to actually push this, and they need to win this fight. Even if it's off node right now, they need to stagger. They need to get this fight done, and they need to win it, and for them to come back in this. But I mean, it's still really close. It's anybody's game. These beasts do wonders in this map, so it's, you know, it's, don't count anybody out yet.
Yeah, Naru about to be taken down. Oh, it looks like Tokyo hopped in there, got Star down. So this game is back in play here as Sin looking to make a comeback here. We do have Ahmed going for a decap. Actually, no, he's in a 1v2 or 1v1. He does get spiked down there a little by Chaos and Tokyo. ASAP Zerg's really pushing their luck here. They didn't really have a full regroup. They're really fighting in the roads. Didn't do a whole lot for him. We're going to see Mortal Wombat try to get a decap. Going to be caught up by Toke. So, you know, it's like they're fighting 5v4 right now because they keep sitting a guy over at the henge point. Turu was there for the most of the game, but when they played 2 points, they had the mid, they had the henge. That really worked for them. But once they lost the mid fight, you know, this 3-point strat isn't working. We're finally going to see Zoe go to that midpoint. I think it's just a little too late, though, especially with Turu dead, Ahmed about to go down, and Star. They got to play 5 members on the map, and they just have to rely on counting numbers and communication to make sure they don't get decapped. They can't rely on somebody sitting at their home node for most of the game.
Yeah, and actually, this is really weird because it's almost mirroring. The health pools are almost mirroring other Toby Tower. I think, oh, maybe he's still in the downstate. So one guy dies, the other guy dies. One guy gets downstate, the other guy gets downstate, and they actually do get a stomp on mid. So this is actually might be a triple back kill. Oh wait, no, is the warrior? All right, the warrior's sustaining.
Red team
I don't know. Red team with the 2-cap, and they are going to take a lead here. We do see Tour coming up for respawn, able to get the full cap over the henge, but despite the, you know, the efforts from ASAP Zerg, oh, the decap at the midpoint though, we will not see this red team take the lead quite yet. This could definitely, Naru take it down. Are we going to see the stomp? Star got interrupted there. They should be able to get the res. There is the res. Blue team, ASAP Zerg get the 2-cap once again, but this is a game. Oh man, this is going to come down to the very last minute, I have a feeling. Zoe is taken into the downstate.
Even though Zojuel truly counters a Condi Guardian, he used all of his transfers way too quickly that fight. And so now we see Mortal Wombat actually running off the node. He's heading out. He's blue team's actually going to the side nodes, and it looks like they're actually going to be able to sustain there and do pretty well.
Yeah, and that's not a bad rotation whatsoever. Despite getting the cap there, we should have a full cap coming out from Ahmed, especially with Star holding up one of the members. 2 of the members now is Naru is going to come and get on top, and he needs to be very careful right now. The respawn's coming out for the blue team. We are going to see a 4-man push more than likely coming out for both teams at this mine point because this is it. If Sin isn't able to get a decap, able to win this game, or win this fight right here, that could be game for them very well. It's Naru already getting bursted down pretty low over at the mine.
Yeah, and oh man, he got it clear. I thought he was gonna get those 9 burn stacks taking on that thief, but Ahmed's going down. Oh, and he got the res. Wow, this is just an insane back and forth fight. Somebody goes up, somebody goes down. It's just really, really back and forth. But yeah, you're right. If they sustain this thing, this one node, they will win.
This
Even
is Time
with
Lord.
Beast, I don't think they're gonna.
Oh man, Tokyo took him down. They take down oh man, Ahmed and Dase as well. Naru goes down. Will Mortal Wombat be getting in here in time for the res? I'm not so sure. No, it looks like they got Naru back up into the fight there, and Star is not going to get in there. I'm not sure what Mortal was doing. He could have been used at the fight. Obviously didn't have banner, but they are able to get Ahmed back up into this one. So, oh man, 3-man wipe. That could be it.
I don't know if you saw how many burn stacks. They all like walked through that thing like 4 times. I swear I saw 14 on every single one of them.
Ahmed, don't go to mid, bud. Do not go to the mid point. That is not a good place for him to go right now. He needs to get out of here. Get away from Tokyo because they are going for Spawny right now. He needs. He's going for it. I don't know. This isn't. This won't define the game, I don't think, unless he's able to get the steal. If Ahmed can get the steal, that could be the win for them. Will he get it? No!
Now, if they go Beast, okay, they're at least going Beast on their side. They could still win this game. Blue team can still win this game.
They
It'll
can.
be a really close thing.
This is it. Whoever gets this wins this game. But it looks like Star knows Tour is on it. They can't allow for a decap. They have to get the kill onto Chieftain. I don't know. Is Tokyo going to get this kill? Chieftain about 30. He knows it's happening. He has Steel ready for it. Still in stealth. He's going to try and backstab it down. Star needs to. Whoever gets this is going to win the game. Oh my god! ASAP Zerg. Wait.
Take it to
no,
tie?
no. ASAP Zerg wins.
Yeah, you're right. There it is.
Wait. What? What?
Wait. It
goes to points. Sid wins the game. Sid wins the game.
It goes to whoever has the most.
Yes, it goes to whoever wins has the most points as a cumulative.
My goodness.
They had higher team scores.
Oh my goodness.
Yesterday we had Radioactive beat the Absurd in a game, and now we have a tie game 500 to 500. Sid wins the game because they have more points as a team.
Oh my god.
More personal score
insane.
gives the win to Sin.
I've never seen that happen.
You've never seen that happen. Well, you're in for a story now. You want a story time? Here's story time, guys.
Story time, all right.
Story time was at the January or February monthly finals. We went against Ulred's team. And I swear it was the only best of 3 match, a best of 3 set ever, to have not only a tie game, 500-500, a timed out game, and a 250-point comeback. All in one set.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was pretty crazy. But
dude, that'd be pretty freaking hyped.
I'm pretty sure we won after they won the time game. I can't remember exactly, but man, ASAP Zerg, a heartbreaker there. Kind of confused about what happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I was saying. It's going to be a tie because Red Team had the 2 cap. And so even when they got the Beast, it brought them high enough up so that they were able to take in with the...
Well, I saw it was 490 to 495, and I'm like, wait a second, that's not game. That's not game because... yeah. Oh, man.
They needed a kill. They should have, like... They needed to, I think, leave their point once they had 495. Actually, no, that would have, because it would have been a tie anyway. I mean, they didn't have enough points, so if even it would have tied, they could have, you know, in hindsight, they could have killed something, got the beast kill, and done that. But that's, you know, that's still a stretch.
Well, it's a good thing we casted this one because I would have regretted not casting that.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't think we see any changes on these rosters.
I mean, the last time we seen a timed out match, I'm pretty sure it was that ESL monthly, and that was like over half a year ago. So, I mean. That's just, it's so rare. It's a difficult one. I only hope that this second match can live up to that hype.
Naru is running a power weapon set with Condi. I think he's changing his build.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he is. His Signet of Wrath, he should be changing everything else pretty soon here. He's definitely going for the famous Edmonton's power build. So he didn't like that. I hope he changes his consecration too. But yeah, this is so now they're going power, which I strongly disagree with. All he had to do is hunt Ahmed. Like he 100-0'd him.
Yeah, Ahmed
like
was basically useless a lot of that game. And
yeah,
I think it was because of Naru. And not to say that he can't be effective with this. He's running Rune of the Flame Legion. Still gonna have nice burn up time,
the match
but
starts soon.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that change.
Yeah, I don't like that change.
It's got more mobility though. More mobility.
That's true. Bigger map.
So we'll have to see. Is game number 2 underway here? Didn't update the score for you guys. What do we have for the opening splits, Slin?
Seize theirs.
Looks like we're actually gonna go. Okay, they're sending their red team is sending their LA home. They're doing mirrored splits. They're sending their LA home, and looks like for blue team they are gonna invis up. There, both teams are gonna invis up. The blue team actually has, or red team, sorry, has a much bigger spike damage with that Mediguard than I believe the other team does. So we'll just see who can open up first.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be the Dark Chaos. Oh man. Doesn't go into play. He's just going to go straight to Shroud. A lot of damage. Mortal Wombat not under a whole lot of pressure. We are going to see that Henge node, or excuse me, Quarry contested by the blue team. Mortal Wombat taking down Tokyo, going in for the stomp. Will he get it? No. Nice updraft coming out there from Tour. Get the res. Tour able to save the day there on that Necromancer. Really good Warrior. Really good updraft coming out there from Tour. Making a play.
Yeah,
Tour does go into the downstate though. Not sure how long he's going to be able to survive down there though. There's so much bleed damage.
That was clutch. This blue team kind of came out mad. Like if you look at the score there, I think they won the far node at the moment. Yeah, I mean he's currently winning the far node. They won the home node and they're just putting pressure on this mid fight. And red team is not peeling out. They're just not leaving right now. I don't know why. They have 4 guys there. Blue team they have blue team's not even near mid with their full team right now. So blue, 12 burn stacks got taken out from the 1v1, and blue team needs to rotate into far, and they need to put this fight away.
Yeah, Zojul just popping that flag for the stomp just because he wanted to make sure he got it. We saw a very late Shadow Refuge coming out there from Tokyo. There is the one for Star, but still a decent lead with the 2-cap coming out there for ASAP. Oh, Star bursted down there by Tokyo, who hit him with a very big crit. We have a res coming out there from Ahmed. Will be enough, as it looks like Naru trying to put out some deeps as well. Forced to use that RF. No cooldowns left on Naru. They should focus him down, but he has his heal up in a few seconds. Dark Chaos actually still in the downstate. Naru trying to go in for the res. The stomp from Tour is going to solidify that kill. And ASAP Zerg looking to push this one to game 3 already and taking a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, I think that change is just massive. That is the epitome of. I think Naru was doing way more for that team than they could have ever imagined. Like he was putting pressure on every class except for the Shellbow and the Selling Necro, because those are the only 2 classes that actually can remove his burns quick enough. And he went to burst. Like I don't exactly know.
Did you see that?
Why? Why? That's just mind blowing. And if that cost him this game, that'll just be so upsetting about this on blue.
Sin is definitely not out of this one, but there's a 50-point lead here for ASAP Zerg 2.5 minutes into this game. 2-cap coming out for Sin. Should be able to work their way back up into this one. Taking a look at what's going on at the midpoint. We do have Toke already in the downstate. Tokyo threw down that SR, trying to get the res with so much clead. There is the... Oh man, that time warp really not going to do a whole lot.
Yeah, that was
Ahmed.
way too late.
They didn't even know where he was at because he was stealth for the most part. Zojul now taking in the downstate. Now they could use that time warp to their advantage, but Tokyo going in for the stealth stomp. Should be able to get it. And there he has it for his team. Naru pretty low though. Probably going to have to use RF unless he's able to get out of this one.
It's the rotation. Like, they started off really good with Blue. Blue was dominating in rotations, and right now they just had their Thief 1v1ing a DDL for like 30 seconds. I don't know what that was about. And now he's just dancing on mid. I don't know. The Thief needs to be in the fights. He's one of the crucial parts on why Ahmed is actually like just 100 owing people. He needs to actually be there, and he's taken out. So, I mean, just...
Yeah, this is the point in time where ASAP Zerg, we saw them do this last game. They had it 2-cap, then they just kind of lost the fight, and then they funneled into fights, and they weren't really doing a whole lot. They need to regroup right here. They can't afford to do what they're doing right now and just losing member after member. Zoe is able to get the decap over at the waterfall. That's good. Now they need to send Tour back to the quarry, send the rest of your guys over to the waterfall. They have a respawn, so if they need help over there at the quarry, they can send them over there. Otherwise, get all your people to waterfall and clean up that fight.
Yeah, I really like this rotation by Blue Team. They got the back cap on far, so that was, obviously they should rotate into there. And now they're able to put a lot of pressure there. It just lined up perfectly for them to have 3 guys rotating into here. Their Ellie's actually, Elator's stalling 2 guys on mid, so this is a 4v3 in favor of the Blue Team. And they're just able to, they should be winning this. It actually doesn't seem like they are though.
Oh man.
Almost taken out.
Oh, is he going to be taken out by those burns? Oh, 4 burns on him. Doesn't get his heal off. Nobody knows he's dead over here. I don't know if he's able to get res. Mortal Wombat's going in for the res right now. No one for the red team even aware he's down. They're on top of Star, who does go into the downstate as well. Rolling Wrath kind of canceled there by Naru, but regardless, they should be able to get this kill onto the Thief here and clean up shop for themselves. And once again, reclaim the 2-cap. This game is still so low. We see the banner coming out there from Mortal Wombat. Going to get Star back up into this fight, knowing they can't afford to lose Waterfall right here. Otherwise, they might fall too far behind. We do see the 1v1 going in favor of Dark Chaos, though, taking out Tour over there at that quarry node. So that's a pretty good pickup for this red team. We could see a potential 3-cap.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if Tokugawa actually ever rotated into that node, but if he didn't, that was a 1-5-4-3 4 being on the blue team, and now Zojuel is taken out by, I think, a huge spike. I don't even know who that was. That might have been. I don't even know. Maybe that was just the Ellie. But yeah, this is wow. This Sin is just dominating in terms of fights right now.
I mean, despite the score, because, you know, ASAP Zerg opened up really well with the 2-cap, they're kind of just crumbling right here. They've got 3 members at the waterfall, 1 on respawn, and 1 over at the quarry trying to get a decap. That is not really your position you want to be in right now, being 3-capped by Sin right here, who, you know, that last game could have went either way, obviously, but you can't afford to do that when you're down 1-0 on Legacy here. And if they lose this game, obviously, they're out of the tournament. So they really got to regroup and start something right here if they don't want to lose.
Oh my God, Star just poured it into a complete backstep steel combo by this team. I think he's going to get the... No, okay, so he did pour it off. They actually might get the res. I don't... Okay, yeah, okay, he's dead. So... that is 1 down on the blue team. These fights just aren't going their way at all. This red team was actually making really good rotations. Like, they wait 15 seconds after killing somebody and go back to mid just to see where that dead body's actually going to rotate to. And so they still have a fair fight, and it's just really good rotations. This is actually... Watching Sin is actually really high quality.
Yeah, Ahmed taken down there, and you got. I mean, that's the thing. Sin is a good team. They got first place a couple weeks ago. Before that, they had placed top 4 multiple times, and of course, you know, Naru came from Sassy Boys, which they did very well, and obviously has a good team with him right now. So they are definitely a team to look out for the rest of the tournament here. Already looking to take game number 2. There is a time warp coming out from Ahmed. Will it be enough to get the kill onto Naru? It should be. No one for the red team even daring to get inside that time warp and go for the res. Now the time warp expired. Now they're going for the res. Will it be enough? Oh man, not enough cleave. No one actually went for the stop. I do not understand the logic there coming out for ASAP Zerg. You had the kill. You had time warp. Just at least go in for the stomp onto him. Oh man.
Wow, that's
ASAP Zerg.
Oh my God, that was just lack of, I think, focus. Like, you know, knowing that they're down, knowing that there's a thief in the area, and that a thief is a res bot in this meta. Just that idea, and just, oh my God, how did that happen? I actually we could probably expect a Lord Rush if they decide to push far. They're within the point range now. But oh, that just is a lack of focus. They had that one. Everybody was low there. Ellie was running out of cooldowns. It was perfect, and then it just gone in an instant.
Yeah, now we're going to see another 3-cap, more than likely, as it looks like Star is running all over the place here, trying to stealth up. He just keeps stealthing up, waiting for somebody to help him out. And he's going to get some help from, it looks like, Ahmed trying to 1v2 Naru. Oh man, Naru! Almost taking down Ahmed in that 1v2 situation. Still has RF, still has his heal. Oh man, going to get some support from Tokyo. He's going to come in and try and spike down Star. Nice fear onto him. Naru taking almost, you know, he basically 1v2'd until they got help there, and ultimately help, you know, they got the fight. And I think we're going to have a 2-0 coming out here for it. Sin. You know, a 500-500 game on Force and Niflhel, and this is how the second game comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we were wrong with that midi guard. I mean, that is his main. He definitely has never mained Condi guard before, so this is definitely his main. So he's doing well. Talking about Naru, you know, maybe this is the better thing for their comp. I didn't see it, but they definitely have the Condi pressure from the Necro and the 2 Ellies. So maybe they just need more power in the last game. But this is also a team fight map. You know, if you pull away with the team fights, you pull away with the wins, you'll pull away with the win convincingly. That's what we've seen Jared do. We've seen every team fight comp will win this map.
Yeah, and with Sin winning this game number 2, they're going to go up against their arch rivals, at least Naru's, being just couldn't finish. That's barely in the boys. So,
oh yeah, that is barely in the boys.
So we'll have to see how that turns out for him. And you know, eDream stopped them on just yesterday in the ESL. So I don't know. I don't know how they're feeling today. They've got their full roster of Bear, Amon. I think it's Rar, Stalactite, and Karina. Very strong roster, but I don't know. Sin looked pretty good in that second game there.
Yeah, I think, they're going to start thinking, like, what did we do wrong here? What could we actually do better next game? Because obviously they did well here, but they're fighting a team that's participated in ESLs, participated all over in higher tier tournaments. In this one, they're going to have to think about, like, all right, where did we even slightly misrotate? Where did we push where we shouldn't have pushed? And, hopefully this is another good game. 500. Nobody knows.
It looks like Blinky is actually subbing for RAR, so they won't have their full roster. But still, 4 out of the 5 is pretty strong. We'll have to see how that works out in that semifinal matchup, which we're going to have for you guys in just a little bit. We're going to go on a short break first. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, guys.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's hard. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Electric, feel it in your hands. Hypnotic, watch your body stand. Happiness, this is where we stand.
Welcome back, everybody, to the AG Weekly number 35. We have our next match ready for you guys. It's going to be Just Couldn't Finish up against Sin in the semifinal matchup. What are your thoughts on this one, Slin?
I mean, in terms of names and just team ability that have been practicing together for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, Red Team's been working together as a team. They want to be in ESLs. You know, I don't think they're just at that level yet, but they're getting there. They're doing pretty well. But Blue Team,
that would be Sin.
Blue Team Sin. I mean, you got Tokatawa, you got Caden, which is Dark Chaos. You got Naru. These are very good players. Adete's a very good player. So, I mean, it just depends on who can work together more. In terms of comps, I mean, look at the Power Ranger. Yeah. Come on.
Let's take a look at what we've got for both these guys over here on the red. That would be Just Couldn't Finish, aka Barely in the Boys. And over on the blue, we have Sin. Take us away with this red team, Slin.
Alright, we got Majestic Kins, which is a Monitory, mostly known on Thief, but has mained NG in the last little while. He's running Soldier. I believe he's running, he's just running straight up 5 gauge. So that's pretty much just a copy-paste build. We got Ellie running. He's going with the Strength Runes and the Sigil of Blood. That's a little unique. The classic DD otherwise pretty much nothing new. Then we got Blinky. Running the battle with Flame Legion and
Dagger
he's
Focus.
running Dagger Focus. Okay, so he'll be a little tankier, may even do a little more damage. I don't know. That could be a little interesting. He's definitely 1v1. Otherwise, it's pretty much basic Dongerkins. That is, I believe, Cat Wrangler. Okay, yeah, so that's really straight. Yeah,
that's that weird bear guy. I don't know. Fairly new on Ranger, if I'm not mistaken. Look for mistakes coming out on him.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted a shout out for his look. I don't know, it's pretty below average. But anyway, his build is pretty much meta. Yeah, just the basic Power Ranger build. And then we got Karina running Silly Necro, complete Noscock edition, I believe. Actually a little bit different on the sigils. But yeah, pretty much just yeah. And
I'll take a look really quick at Sin. We have Token and be playing DDLA with Holbrecht. Nothing new on his end. It's 12 burn stacks running the same exact thing, if I'm not mistaken. Dark Chaos going to be running triple Signet Selly Necro. Nothing too crazy. Naru, he's the wild card. He is actually going to be playing Medigard this one with the Great Sword focus with Rune of the Flame Legion there, Marauder Amulet, running Valor, Virtues, and Radiance for himself. And finally, Tokyo going to be playing DP Thief with Shortbow Vamp Runes and Marauder Amulet with that Shadow Arts. So nothing too crazy coming out for them. If any build's going to be changing, it is Naru more than likely. We saw in the last set, he did change up a little bit. But take a look at this red team against this blue team. What are your predictions on this one, Slin?
I think just the sustainability on red team is just going to be insanely hard to break. I think this falls onto Dark Chaos and his ability to take out the Ellies and the NG. He counters most people on this red team. It just depends on how well he can do and how well Tokatawa and 12 burn stacks can sustain against just the onslaught that this red team is going to be able to produce. Soon. And if they're able to get rid of that Ranger raining damage from the cliffs on mid.
Yeah, they really have to deal with Bear, and I think Naru is the guy to do it. Along with Tokyo, we'll have to see. Of course, this red team doesn't have a Thief or a Mesmer. That's like the first we have seen something like this in quite some time. Take a look at the opening splits, though. Blinky going to be pushing for that Henge node, looking for it's like a 1-3-1 split coming out here for the red team. They're going to have Bear going around the long side for this play, or back behind the keep here, and a 2v1 actually happening over at the Henge. Until that cap front comes out for. Oh man, Blinky!
That burst!
100-0 there.
Insane 100-0 burst.
I did not see that happening.
Who was that? Was that Naru? Yeah, okay, that was.
That was Naru, and that was 12 burn stacks. Yeah. Now on top of Majestickins, who's actually really low right now. Spunkykins getting pretty low as well. Oh man.
Just like that. Blue team takes a
although
capture
red
point.
team is running the more sustained comp, they are doing the exact opposite right now. They're not doing what their builds should be doing. They should be easily taking out these guys. And blue team's just
Spunkykins trying to get on top of Tokyo. Tokyo takes him down as he tries to get more stealth out of that. Toke actually down as well. They need the kill right here. Spunkykins, here is the stealth stop. Does he get it? No, he does not get it. Majestickin's still down. Rainbowkin's down as well. Naru going up for the stomp. Gets to stomp there onto Majestickin's. Rainbowkin's still in the down state. This is a dream opener for Sin here. And man, Bear and it looks like Blinky already making their way, Bear and Spunky already making their way to 1v2 against Toke. Toke should be okay for the time being, but an excellent opener at the midpoint coming out for Sin.
Yeah, I mean, this is the difference
Just
between
like
a
that,
veteran
blue
team and a
team
team that
takes
just
a
kind of got
capture
together
point.
to do this tournament. Red did it in a wonderful rotation in the far. They're probably going to get a kill on Tokugawa before the Guardian can get there. And blue team was just celebrating that fight on mid for a little while. Like, this rotation in the far is way too slow.
Toke needs help now. He does get some help. The Thief and Naru gonna plus. Oh, Naru gets on the point just in time. Going in for the stop though. Will he be able to get it? No, Toke does Vapor Form there. Should be okay for the time being. There is Shadow Refuge if he needs it. Throws down the SR. They lose the cap, but get him back up in the fight. That's what matters. Now they need to rotate somebody to that midpoint because it's going to be a 3v2 in favor of this red team at mid.
Yeah, and at this moment, the health pools are really in favor of the blue team. I was gonna say they're equal, but they just got a huge spike on point. Donger, Spunky, all of them just got really low. Majestic got really low, and now they're, I don't even know, it's almost like a reset in the fight. Like,
I mean, 12 burn stacks was taken down. There's no plague available for Dark Chaos. He is going to be taken down. He does have 100% Shroud, though. He's going in for the res onto 12 burn stacks. There's the Moa coming out there from Majesticins. Going to AoE Moa that and try and get him out of the fight. It looks like he's going to piece off to the mine point. No, he's going back to mid. No, he thought about it. Decided to go back to that mine point instead. So they're going to give a 2-cap to this red team. Just poor rotations, I would have to say, in the blue team's favor. They were 3v2ing over here at the hinge point, and they still, I mean, they still are.
Red team wins
Yeah,
a
and I
capture
mean,
point.
if you don't know how to rotate as a team, or if you're not comfortable after a big win, like on that mid fight on mid, don't over rotate. They sent 2 home. Let them have that 2v1. Tokugawa survived for a while. They could have solidified mid and pushed far and been in a completely different situation than they are now. But instead, they're getting pinned in their home node. Red team has a 2-cap, and the health pools are just way in blue team's advantage. Except for, oh my god, that spike!
Oh man, Naru!
Got honored.
Naru has done an excellent job this game. Taking down members of this red team, just spiking them down. They have a very small lead right here. This is what they need to do. They needed to pick up a kill and move into this midpoint full force right now. And it looks like they're trying to do that. They might pick up another kills. Rainbow Kin's actually sitting around the area trying to kill Dark Chaos, who looks to be... Oh man, look at the 15 burn stacks on Rainbow Kins.
Oh my God.
Gets obliterated there. It looks like Spunky Kin's going in for the res. Will he be able to get it? Majesticins was taken down at the midpoint. Is there enough cleave? No, he is back up into the fight. Taking a look at the midpoint, though. Majesticins was actually just taken down there. Now on top of Blinky. What is going on here, Slin?
I think actually it's the fact that they're kind of messing around on off mains. Amanatori's main is Thief. Dongokin's main is Mesmer. I think they just kind of came in here with a relaxed notion. No, the teams that you fight on here are pretty good. Like, this is just a pug team. Blue team is not like... I mean, a few of them are pugs. Like, Caden is a pickup. I think Tokyo might be too. And this red team's like a full-on ESL like team. Like they practice and they want to do well. And I think they just slacked off a little bit. Like I think they need to go onto their mains and actually like say like, all right, we need to take this seriously, because
I mean they're looking to get a 3-cap here.
Yeah, that. I don't know. It goes back and forth really quickly with these comps.
Yeah, and I mean, Dongerkins is about to be taken down here. Pretty good spike damage coming out there from a couple members of this blue team.
I think Spunkykins might be getting killed. They have a Medigard on it. That's going to be 100% killed. There's no way you can survive a Medigard burst. Dongerkins is down. Now, okay, rotate, blue team, please, for the love of God.
They need to rotate, and they're not rotating. They kill 2 members of this red team, but they're not rotating out of mid. They're trying to pick up a kill on a Necromancer who is in Plague. That was about 60-70% HP when he stayed in it. Naru and Tokyo are still on him. That's not a bad, thing to go after, but you need to rotate somebody, at least one of the Ellies out of there. They finally do. Now Majestican's going to be in a 1v1 situation. Going to get help from an Ellie off respawn. Red team is doing just fine because Sin is, they're failing to rotate.
Yeah, I mean, they replaced a 5v3 potential to have a 5v4. Like, that rotation didn't make any sense. So they were like, all right, even if you got the kill, you're still going to be 4 guys you're going to have to fight because they're going to be off respawn because, like you said, 70% Plague Necro health. But now we got a mid fight. Actually, it's a far fight, actually. Spunkykins is going to be taken out. High damage, high mob, and, okay, he's taken out. Let's see if Majestic's even low. Like, I don't see what they can do here. I thought they had more people here.
Yeah, I mean, look, Majesticins about to be taken out. Kill after kill in favor of Sin. barely staying in the game because of that. Lack of rotations is what is giving the win in favor of, or I mean, the lead in favor of this red team right now. And we might finally see a 2-cap. Dongerkins coming into the action, going in for the res will be enough. I'm not so sure.
I don't know. He interrupted.
Oh, good interrupt. Naru coming in, putting out the deeps, taking down Bear. Brother against brother right there. I wonder how that makes Bear feel. Oh, man. Those two have been teammates. Those two were teammates for a long time. Best of buds. And, you know, going against each other here in a very, very close match here. Decap at the midpoint, almost a full cap in favor of the red team here.
Yeah, I don't know if they ended on the best of terms from what I hear, but yeah, there's a big fight coming in on the mid fight. Tokyo's actually getting pressured a little bit south of the point. If they get some help there, Karina will actually die. Spunkykins is already getting condied up. I don't know. He's fighting Dark Chaos. Yeah, that's just not a good thing for him to be fighting. That's almost a counter.
But there's almost a decap there. Dark Chaos needs to be careful not to get updrafted off of this point. Because if he does, that's an easy decap for him. He needs to get him feared off the point right here and try.
He's getting assistance.
He is going to get help from an Elementalist, but there are two rotating over for this red team over to the henge point. He needs help ASAP. It looks like we are going to see Tokyo Super Hot plus this fight as well. Blue team right now, they just need to hold a 2-cap and don't play the third node unless they lose mid. They cannot afford. The rotations have been so bad this game, they can't afford to play 3 nodes.
Yeah, just play safe. Like you're fighting against a team that will counter your rotations, but they will not win the fights. You guys are winning the fights. Let them come to you. Let them try to pressure you, and you'll be completely fine. And as we say that, Majestic has said, "Oh, okay."
Oh, Tokyo Super Hot. Not to be taken in downstate. Dark Chaos getting pretty low as well. Look at the conditions on Dark Chaos. He is going to be taken down in a matter of seconds. Rainbow Kins going in for the Plague Stomp. Should be an easy kill there unless Tokyo Super Hot. No stealth for him. So we could see another one fight for this red team. I don't want to say another because they haven't been winning too many, and this isn't over yet. Tokyo still on top of Dongerkins. Nice taunt, which is, you know, the counterplay to that is very minimal. Tokyo should be okay for the time being, but the health pools with 12 burn stacks going down as well. You know,
Tokyo's taken out. It's just the re-engage there was a little weak.
Dark Chaos
pulled out.
Poor rotations now on this red team is going to allow for Dark Chaos to get the free decap over at the mine. This game is not over yet. We just need Sin to get off a respawn and get to the midpoint. Naru is getting taken out pretty low. Blinky is on the point. Doesn't have any heals for him.
Yeah, he had to do that. He had to do that to sustain the node. It was against a DDLE, and obviously the Mediguard would lose that, but I mean, he's going to be taken out, but he did hold the node. Now they have a DDLE on there. I think they're going to be okay for a little while.
Maybe. I don't know. He didn't even get his cleansing wave off. Oh, buddy. That could be it at the midpoint. Blue team get the cap at the mine point. Going to force a 1v1 against an LA once again, but Choke is so low right here. Going to get support from the rest of his team. Really good rotation there. 12 burn stacks. Has all of his cooldowns coming in the midpoint, but there was a Moa that came out there from Majesticans. The damage is unreal. The rampage from Majesticans. The Elixir X.
We haven't seen that all game.
No, we haven't.
I completely forgot he had that. I was like, wait, but they have a warrior? Like, what is going on? No, that was just RNG luck right there. Taking out all the mid node. No cooldowns left. I think all 3 of them are going to be taken out. They're still not over yet, though. They got Beast. They have a regroup available. They're going to be okay, I think.
Can we see another edition of Forest this week? I don't know. It's not like Sin has that big of a lead to where they can do that, but they are still on the midpoint, still holding it off. Naru forced to use his RF, has hardly anything else left. He has his heal up in a second. Is he able to get it off? Oh, he does. But the decap happens. He's in a 1v3 situation. His team needs to... I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to need both Beasts at this point to pull this one off because, and you know, I just... They're sustaining on the node, like they're just sending death sentences.
And the decap mine's gonna happen, maybe. Dark Chaos. I mean, you got nothing left but just Plague right now, maybe. I think, especially with Bear coming in here. Oh, the knockoff gonna get him.
Wow, yeah, I think that might be a game. I don't see how they're gonna come back from this.
I don't know. Tokyo trying to give it the res. This is so. Oh, he gets the res, but is it enough? They don't have a cap. Even both the Spawner and Chieftain wouldn't do the trick for them at this point. I think it's safe to call it good game. Spunkykins taken down over here at the henge, but still no decap. They need someone to rotate to that midpoint, get a decap immediately, and simultaneously win the henge fight. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, if they go double beast right now
It's too late,
and
I
get
think.
2 kills, yeah, I mean, on the hopeful end, you know, that mathematically it would have been possible. But yeah, Tokyo's going for a last ditch effort. It's over though. Good game, very close one, very minor mistakes. One team did amazing rotations. One other team won every fight. If either
Did
of
you
those
see
teams
that?
fix those
Red
issues,
team got a
this could be
capture
an
point.
insane game.
And the majority of the fights went in favor of Sin, but the rotations were vastly superior to that of who just couldn't finish, and you know that's what won them the game right there. That really is.
Now this is without a bunker guard on blue team. This is going to be in favor of in terms of the Power Ranger. He's going to be able to rain a lot of damage. So if their Necro Dark Chaos actually stays on mid, I think this this could pretty much go to wait, which team has the oh yeah, LCF. I think is their name. Whatever Rainbow Kids is on. I can't remember the name.
Just couldn't finish.
Yeah, just couldn't finish. I thought it was something else. If they let Dongerkins rain the damage on Dark Chaos, then this would go in favor of blue team because this is just a power map for Power Ranger. Like it's just insane. So as they fix their side nodes, we will or not their side nodes. The sides they're on the screen. One of them is re-rolling. I think we're gonna have a Mesmer. Wait, what is Kevy? Voodoo.
No idea who that is.
What is that? Oh wait, no, it's 5-on-5. I thought we had a reroll. Maybe not. I don't know who that is that just joined. Oh wait, yeah, okay.
Okay. I was about to boot him. I was about to boot him. What is he running here, Slin?
He's running a PU Shatter Mesmer, I believe. No con declare. So they're just gonna go counter against. Oh wait, he's running illusions, domination, dueling. Generally, we see chaos aura. Generally, see chaos aura inspiration, but no, he's running a confound. Oh wait, no. Okay, there's chaos. There we go. Okay, I was a little worried about that. Running PU mesmer, now the PU is a little weird, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, Dongerkins, if their Necro on blue team rushes mid and Dongerkins is able to just rain damage on him, I think this could be just a rip to blue team. Because Dark Chaos kind of carried a lot of what they were doing in the fights last game just because of how much pressure they could put on the Ellies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. Whoever takes the set, I mean, they're going to be going up against either free-to-play plebs or sharks with lasers, who we have not seen today. We might have scoped out a couple of their matches, but I don't know. The victor of this very well could be the victor of the tournament because both these teams look, they're looking strong. And despite a couple of mishaps on each team's end, I don't know. We saw Sharks play earlier, and they weren't looking as strong as you may think they are, but we'll have to see. They could, turn it up a notch in the finals if they do happen to make it here.
Yeah, and one thing to note about Kevy Voodoo is he's not running Portal. He's running Moa and Days Mantra. So we'll see how that affects. Mesmers generally are known for their saves with the Ellies, with portaling out in mist form when downstate and getting the reses off, kind of a thing. But he's deciding not to do that. So we'll see how that does it. I don't like that pick. I don't like that. Moa does make sense though. They could Moa some Cleave, Moa the Selly Necro, or Moa even the Power Ranger if they really have to, if he's raining too much damage.
Yeah, very well indeed. So, game number 2 going to be starting here. Let's take a look at what we have for the opening splits. If we do have Just Couldn't Finish take this one, they will be moving on into the finals. If Sin takes it, it will be forcing a game number 3. Majesticans going for that quarry node. It looks like 12 burn stacks. And Cavi going to be going for the waterfall. And expecting a push, and a push it is coming out here from Bear Spunkykins. And it looks like that is a Rainbowkins there, pushing for a 3-2. A 3-2 matchup over here at the waterfall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I just had a lag spike there. But yeah, they actually didn't put as much pressure as I thought on the DDO as they could have. But this Mesmer is gonna put in work against this Power Ranger if he's able to close in close. So if this Ranger doesn't just sit mid, the Mesmer's gonna have fun with him. But 12 burn stacks is getting pressured pretty hard. I think he's gonna be taken out.
I don't know. Yep, he is taking out there. That last auto attack from Bear. There is the Vapor Form. He's Vapor Formed. He's Vapor Formed to literally nothing. Naru going in for the res. Will be enough though. Gets the stomp. Of course, Naru did swap builds. I'm not sure if you mentioned that. He's playing support guard here as the Mesmer has a lot of damage, but obviously they're not able to do a whole lot over here. Already taking 1 death this game. No points on the board for them yet, and I think they're going to be losing Waterfall. We could see a 2-cap, potentially a 3-cap come out here at the start of the game for the red team.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I don't understand why you would go for a bunker guard if you aren't running shield on this map. Yes, that's the reason why you do it, to counter the Power Ranger for however long you could. But whatever they're doing, let's see if it
Wall
works.
selection for that matter. I don't think he's running that.
Yeah, he's just running focus. So.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I mean, Waterfall, there was a decap over at the quarry, but Waterfall still ticking for JCF. Kevy in a 1v1 against Spunkykins, not really going to favor them. Nothing really happening at the midpoint just yet. Majesticins getting low in this 1v1 against 12 Burn Stacks, who is very close to that cap. Only a tick away here.
Yeah,
there is that MOA onto him. This could be, you know, if 12 Burn Stacks able to win this fight here, he's very close to heal up in a second. Able to get that heal off. 12 Burn Stacks. He needs this for his team. Meanwhile, at the midpoint, Rambokins is taken down. Naru gets the stomp. What else is going on here?
This is just a back and forth fight. Majesticins and Rainbowkins actually got taken out. Majesticins on the quarry node and Rainbowkins in the main fight. But in terms of the health pools, these last 3 guys that are alive are doing pretty damn well with it. Dark Chaos is trying to chase down Spunkykins, but he's also very low with 0 cooldowns left except for 1 Signet. So I don't think he might actually make it out alive. He's getting some support from his Mesmer, so I think he's going to be able to pressure that, counter pressure that early enough. Dongerkins did get the back cap or sustain the back cap on this quarry node against Tokatawa, but it's actually pretty good to say, you know, with how much stability that Ellie actually has. I don't know where this is actually going right now. Like it just.
I mean, the decaps on the sides coming out there for this blue team. 12 Burn Stacks, though, is taken in downstate. That's not going to be too good for him. We'll have to see. No one even remotely close to get the res. We're going to see a huge crash onto the midpoint, I have a feeling. At least Dongerkid's probably going for that decap because no one for blue is even around. Toke actually taken down at the quarry in that 3v2 situation, coming off a respawn, Dark Chaos, but is it enough? I don't think so.
No, this is red team. I mean, this is the strong point. This is Dongerkins is they're doing really well with this. With how the Power Rangers should be working. He's taking the fights he should be. He's doing really well. And, you know, this is kind of expected. The point score and just the rotation base. Like, this is a self-sustained comp on red team. Everybody can do their own thing. Everybody has high damage and high spike. And blue team is very dependent on each other. Like, Naru has to protect the Mesmer, which the Mesmer is down right now, but he's in a 2v1 right now. He's probably going to go down as well. So. I mean, this is kind of expected. Maybe not to this point. But
I don't like that class swap. I don't like the swap that they had. I think Slin would have done better with what they were running before. But despite that, 3 members about to be dead for Sin right here. A 2-cap. What looks to be like a potential 3-cap going to be coming out for Just. Couldn't finish here. Going to get the res onto Dongerkins there. He should be okay for the time being. Going to be putting out some deeps onto 12 Burn Stacks, who is taking there down there. Naru coming off a respawn. Going to be met by Spunkykins. Is coming over to this waterfall to defend it for himself. So good rotation on that end. There is a 3-cap coming out there for JCF.
Yeah, this is just complete dominance right now on the red team. I'm curious how the other one is gonna like actually work out on Kylo. I mean, I know I shouldn't assume that it's already over, but with how convincingly this red team is able to just sustain this damage and just these fights and just this poor rotation by blue team and just feeding this red team that blue team is doing, I can't see.
I mean, at this point in time, the only hope that blue has is to regroup on Waterfall. They should have done that 150 points ago. And, you know, they had a mid-cap, they had decaps on the side to get to 38 points when it wasn't too far ahead for blue team, or red team. It was like 100 to 38 or somewhere in that area. I'm not even sure it was 100. They could have easily gotten back into it, but last fight over at the quarry ultimately allowing for this red team to snowball the 3-cap right here. 2-cap at the current point in time because the decap at the midpoint did happen with that nice illusionary wave we saw from Kevy. But regardless of that, they're at they're in a terrible position right now. They have to regroup.
Yeah, this blue team, is known for giving their regroups, but they're also regrouping on the other on their other comp. When they I don't remember what they had in place of that Mesmer, but they had their burn guard. They had
They had a thief.
They had a thief. That's what it was. I actually like the thief a little bit better. You can I don't know why they did that, man. I'm
especially on this map, to be honest.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any portal plays because Heavy doesn't have portals, so they're without that thief. Their mobility is kind of limited. I mean, they have the Elementalist, but the Elementalist has been in a lot of 1v1s, really not rotating because they haven't been in position to do so. And I think that Thief would have given them the upper hand in that regard. But even in the last map, they had a Thief and they didn't rotate very well. So I'm not sure they would have been able to clean that up. Even at that, you know, we're going to see a 300-point lead in a matter of a seconds here for the red team.
And I'm looking at the Mesmer's build right now, Voodoo, and I noticed that he had 3 Mantra procs, so he's actually going for the Mantra, the Mantra trait that gives you 3 harmonious mantras instead of going for that, instead of going for the dodge clone, which I believe he's running just the standard PU build. He's not even running power block, and he's going for that. That's just, I don't know. I don't like the switch that they did. It's kind of proven that it's not working out. They had a pretty good, I mean, they had a good game last game, and then they switched everything, and now it's just getting, I don't know, it's just bad.
I mean, the decaps on the sides, but still, it is just staggered respawn after staggered respawn for Sin here. 2 members dead here. I think we could say this is a game over in favor of JCF going to the finals. Yeah,
this is definitely a heartbreaker for blue team. I mean, they did what they thought was right, and you know that's what you have to do between these games. You have to be like, all right, I think this is gonna happen. You don't know what's actually gonna happen,
and especially when you're thinking, okay, it didn't work this game, maybe we'll try something else. I mean, you gotta say that happens, but to the point, you know, giving up a thief in favor of the Mesmer, I'm not so sure about that, especially since he's not even running portal for that matter.
Yeah.
I don't really like that, especially on this map. But yeah, that's probably going to be game number 2 in favor of just couldn't finish. Going to be moving on into the finals quite easily, to be honest, on that first map. Or excuse me, on the second map here. The first map was much closer than this. I feel like that's the trend. We have very close first maps, and second map is very, very dominant in one team's favor. There's the Lord kill. We are going to have just couldn't finish winning that 2-0.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's just, you know, so too bad for blue team. You know, I mean, it's just what happens. They tried their best. They did what they could.
Definitely so. But yeah, we are going to have, like I said, just couldn't finish. Moving on into the finals, going to be taking on the winner between Pugs for Life, or Free-to-Play Plebs, excuse me, or Sharks with Lasers. Not sure which one they will be taking on just yet. We are going to have a short break, guys. Not sure if we're going to get into that other semifinal match. We'll have to see. Don't go anywhere, though, because we do have a giveaway at the end of the stream. So, guys, stay tuned.
Cambridge to Boston, lives in a world she's lost in, victim of compromise. He's staring at her empty heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's whistling the catacombs, a paradox. He's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just sheds her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just sheds her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot.
Welcome back, everybody, to the AG Weekly number 35. We have the other semifinal ready for you guys. It's going to be starting on game number 2 on Legacy of the Full Fire, because game number 1 just finished with free-to-play plebs beating Sharks with Lasers 500 to 390. You kind of got to wonder, would they have actually beaten E-Dream?
Oh, that's a stretch, man. That's a big stretch. I don't know if anybody in this tournament would have taken E-Dream. They, even if it was a little fluky, they did take Absurd at one game. Even if it was against a fluky backpack, it's still Absurd. It's still 4 out of 5 Absurd that in hardcore. So I don't know.
I don't know. The real test is if they can finish off Sharks with Lasers, move to the finals, and beat out. Just couldn't finish.
Yeah, that would be amazing. This team that just came out of nowhere.
Well, they are an EU-based team, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
these guys
okay.
are EU-based.
All right, that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I'm just kind of peering at their builds real quick since we don't really have a
Let's
sense
go ahead
of
and
what
take a
it
look
is.
at what we've got here. Move over into this match here. Like I said, free-to-play plebs over on the blue team are up 1-0 over Sharks with Lasers, who, you know, they just lost 390 to 500 there. It was a pretty close one at the end. But regardless,
Yeah.
up 1-0 in this match.
Let's
Let's go over the builds really quick if you want to take us through the blue team.
Yeah, the blue team, we got SZ running Selly Necro, basic Noscock. I don't think there's any unique things there. Ellie he's not running Savania Runes anymore. Okay. He was running Savania Runes, not running Savania Runes anymore. Otherwise, just a basic Fire Ellie with a DD. They got a Mediguard with Smash Knocks. Pack Runes, just a basic Mediguard. Meta Shoutbow coming in here, running the ROM Shoutbow build with a shield instead of anything else, tactics, defense, and discipline. And then we got Fear Legend, and he is running Mediguard. I don't know really why he switched characters, but he's Mediguard on both of them. So 2 Mediguard, Shoutbow, DDO, Selly, Necro, pretty much just a team fighting, just sustain animals.
Yeah, take a look over at Sharks with Lasers. Moobs is going to be playing support guard. Nothing too crazy about his build with Cleric's Amulet, Soldier Runes, playing 4 shouts for his team. Wasty goes Tiny, playing the Thief with the DP Shortbow, running Rune of Rage. Interesting rune choice there. He's going to be running with Marauder Amulet with the Shadow Arts variant. Now, we know Rantev was running a very odd build earlier. He was running, if I'm not mistaken, Arms, Defense, and Discipline with triple Signet. but he's
running
changed it
4
up.
signets.
He's changed it up to his meta build with the Axe Shield,
Okay.
Great Sword, with the Strength Runes, Zerker Amulet, running Defense, Discipline, and Strength with the triple stance there. So he did go back to his meta build. Probably doesn't want to risk anything in this final match, or if it happens to be his final match, we will have to see. Pomegranate is not running bombs, just so you know. He is running Marauder Rifle with Vamp Runes. He's running Explosives, Alchemy, and Tools for himself. And finally, we have Mac, who was on Guardian, switching it up to, it looks like DD Ellie, with the Hullbreak Rune, Sully Amulet, running Fire, Water, and Arcane with the triple cantrip. So,
Yeah, and he was
match
a Burn Guardian
starts
last
soon.
game, so that is a change in roster for them, or a change in comp.
definitely so. Let's take a look at what we've got for the opening splits. If this blue team manages to pull another game off of Sharks with Blazers here, it will be them moving on into the finals.
Hold on
Sharks
to your
take it.
points.
They will be moving on
Seize
into
theirs.
Kylo here. Take a look at the opening splits. Both teams sending 2 to their home node here. Very odd. Not something we see very often.
Yeah, this is a weird split. It looks like it's going to be a 2-3 for red and a 1-3-1 for blue. They look like they're going to open up on Ad and Tom, but that was a really weak opening burst. Maybe it was like a fake burst. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, that was really weird. I mean, he bursted
Just
all his
like that,
cooldown, so
blue
he
team takes
is
a
under
capture
really
point.
high pressure now.
Wow. He is taken down there. Uses Vapor Forms by accident there immediately there. So it is going to be taken out. We will see the cap go in favor of this red team. We do see Rantev with the Rampage there on the Guardian.
team
I don't
wins a
think that's the
capture
best
point.
target for him, but there's really not anyone else he wants to go after. He's going to take down him. Oh, man, 7.6k auto attack there. Going to take him down. The banner comes out there just a little too late from NA Arc NA and does not get him back up into the fight.
Yeah, and although that looks like it's just a classic, like, oh, you know, it's a 1-kill thing. No, that was a 1-kill that was a big cooldown wasted and a free res on the blue team or red team. That was just a bad play by blue team. I have faith that they'll come back into this, as wasted is pretty low and Arc is getting low on the other team. Looks like he's actually going to be the target. I think he's going to go down here.
Oh.
Yeah, he gets down by the Eviscerate. I think they're going to be able to get the cleave out. Yeah, nobody's going to try to res him right now. They got the stomp off. And the the Guardian, yeah, the Mediguard on blue team is going for the back cap as the Ellie's pulling back. So he's not going to get that.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know. He had the MO, but he's going to get on there just in the nick of time. Wasty going to plus this. So is Ton there. Rantev going to plus this as well. So it's going to be a 3v2 in favor of Sharks with Blazers. Eviscerate blocked there by Smash, but Wasted taken into the downstate in this 3v2 situation here. Misclick there. Rantev back up into the fight. Might be taken down once again. Oh, man. How are they doing this right now? There is a Shadow Refuge used by Wasted. Should be able to get back up into the fight, but, you know, the decap coming out there because they had to use SR.
Yeah, I think there's some teams that just do really poorly when they're getting pressured versus being the pressurer. And right now, blue is pressurizing like this red team really, really well. Despite the fact that they're losing some kills, they're holding these 2 backup nodes, and red team is just falling to it. Like they're just I don't know. It's just playing it really poorly as Wasted goes down to 14 bleed stacks. We got Rantev getting extremely low. He does have resistance on right now, so he's going to be okay for the time being. Wasted does get res, but the health pulls, look at these health pulls, 10% on multiple guys.
He is taken into the downstate. Not a whole lot of cleave. He is back up into the fight there, and it looks like Andapton going to be taken into the downstate. NA Arc not going to be able to do a whole lot for him. He does have a helper here as Smash going to come off a respawn, takes down Wasted. Andap already dead. NA Arc actually taken down there as well. Rantev going to go in for the cleave. Will he be able to get it? No, he does not get the stomp.
Yeah, they both got rezzed. Mediguard is very hard to interrupt unless you have a thief, and the thief was actually downed. So
I want to point out at the midpoint though, 2v2 situation. Pomegranate was taken down. Now Moves is in a 1v2 situation. Wasting in a plus to fight. Despite a really strong opening for Sharks with Lasers, blue team fighting back here.
yeah, this blue team sustain is actually pulling out. I mean, I thought the damage from red team. One thing I would say is that I want Rantev to stop rushing their home node. I think he's much more useful on the mid node against just putting pressure off. Like you said before, he got a 7k crit on a few guys. Like it's just insane the amount of damage he can put in the team fights, and he doesn't need to be home 1v1ing, 2v2ing kind of a thing. He needs to be in the 3v3s, 4v4s. That's the mid fight and the far node.
Yeah, Rantev getting pretty low here. Hit there by Burning Speed. Should be okay for the time being. Doesn't have any cooldowns left. Already used Rampage again in this fight. We do have Smash taken down there. There is the stomp going on to him. Moves really low here. Going to be taken down. SZ going in for the stomp. I'm not exactly sure why he stopped there. There is the knockback. Mac going in for the res along with Rantev. It's going to happen, but Rantev's still pretty low in this fight. And Dap is taken down as well.
Yeah, I think he was trying to time the
like
dodge,
Blue team takes a
dodge the
capture point.
knockback before.
He didn't even dodge though. He just kind of stood there, which is really awkward to be honest. But 4 members of Sharks with Lasers over at this quarry. There is the 2-cap. So despite losing the fight at the quarry, Blue will be holding on, doubling the points that the red team has right now.
Yeah, and Ransom was getting low, but they had no follow-up pressure. I think they just ran out of cooldowns. They just couldn't do anything, and they turned it on the Pomegranate, but Pomegranate was in this. He's going to be okay. I think he might go into the base to reset, as Z is on mid, 1v1ing, losing at the moment, but he did get some help from his teammate.
I don't understand right now, because of the fact that Quarry was never actually capped by Sharks with Lasers. They won the fight, but they never cleaned it up. Smash got over here in time. That's just poor, you know, I want to say it's part of rotations from Sharks with Lasers. They over-rotated to the midpoint, never cleaned up the fight over here. And, you know, Smash still holding on. Wasted's going to plus the fight, but at the midpoint, they're hurting as Mac getting pretty low, has no cooldowns, 8 burn stacks, cleanses them with that water attunement, but regardless, he's going to be taken down there. Fear Legend going in for the stomp. They have 4 members at the midpoint. They're holding 2 of Sharks over at Quarry and really starting to lose this game here.
Yeah, no matter what people still say, the Medigard still counters a thief, and the fact that this thief thinks he's going to be able to take on this Medigard and hold the back up while he's at it, like this is a bad rotation.
You can see the EU lag coming there onto Andap.
Yeah,
sorry for interrupting, but he's just juking all over the place there.
Yeah.
As these guys are from EU, but...
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
I was watching that 1v1 just shaking my head at the fact that Wasted engaged there. He could have been used on mid so well. He could have invis, kept the Guardian there, and gone to mid as Rantev does his whirling grab and almost 100 those Fear Legend.
He had almost a 70k on that downstate blades there. Taking a look at the waterfall, that was decapped. SZ going to be in a 1v1 against Mac. This really favors SC. Especially with Mac already about to be taken down. No cantrips. Cleansing Fire up in a second. It will not help him. He is going to be taken down. We are going to see a 3-cap for free-to-play plebs. Moobs going in for the stomp onto NA Arc. Able to get it. Andap able to roam around in this graveyard node for quite some time being on DDL. He has plenty of room to run around. Should be okay until he gets reinforcements here. Just going to ride the lightning off the point, though, and bail. Probably a good decision as long as he doesn't die.
Again. He's still holding that decap node. I mean, he didn't want to reset. I guess the Necro didn't want to take his place. I don't know where this Necro's going, unless he's planning on going Lord. That might be there. But I mean, if you look on map, you got the Ellie and NG guarding that gate. That's just a really
I think Bomb actually was about to die, so he needed support and just nice burst onto Smash.
We do see the GG being called by Moobs. We'll have to make sure that's a confirmed GG. But
I'll need 2 people to confirm that GG, otherwise we will not end it until that happens. Mac taken down, Smash still in the downstate. Nice knockback from that healing turret. Gets the stomp onto Smash there. No one yet confirmed. That was just Moves apparently GGing there. Probably just want to play it out because you really had nothing to lose aside from a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this game, I mean, in terms of health pools, the blue team is kind of struggling for a second there. Andap getting taken out, Fear Legend getting extremely low, SZ getting taken out. I mean, it would be a massive comeback, one of the craziest we would ever seen. Yeah, but it could happen right now.
It can. I mean, we've seen some really interesting things in AG tournaments. It can, but given the state of things, if NA Arc is actually taken down here, I don't know.
Man, why, maybe.
I don't call the comeback until we have caps on the map.
Yeah, exactly.
NA Arc is taken down. Their Smash is the only one on the map right now that's even outside of the base. SZ he's just gonna wait for a regroup. We could see a 3-cap right here.
Wow.
Good thing they didn't confirm that GG because we will have a 3-cap.
Did you see
for
that?
Sharks
Red
with
team
Lasers.
got a capture point.
Yeah, I almost think that blue team kind of relaxed a little bit once they saw that GG thing. It would be, confirmed done. But
and they're gonna have staggered respawns too with Smash going.
Yeah. Yeah, and these are experienced guys on red team. They can stagger like no other. One thing that blue team can do is they can lord us really fast. I mean, they got
And
two
they're going
midi
for it.
guards. Oh yeah, they are going lord. Oh man.
Oh,
my
I don't
God.
know. They've
They
got
got feet
moves
behind
in
them.
the area. Moves has a lot of support, remember, for that Lord. Quick this up in about 13 seconds here.
Yeah, I mean they're keeping
If they
guys
hold,
back.
they will win this game, I think. Coming out for respawn. I mean, Mac is watching both Graveyard and Waterfall. Oh, man, Mac, man. He goes down to Graveyard, going to give up the free decap. Wasted was taken down there. SZ and Adapt cannot take this alone with moves there. And Wasted is going to be getting up here, I think. Moves going in for the res. Should be able to get an NA arc in the area. Moves gets the res here. Fear Ledger was taken down over at the quarry. I don't know. They're so far behind here. Rantab going to come in and try and put out some deeps.
Yeah,
That
one
Lord
thing
is
to notice
everything
that
for this
Arc
blue team.
actually has a banner up in about 3 seconds, so he's going to be able to res anybody that goes down and extend the fight on this Lord. And
But there's
he
so
actually
many
uses
interrupts,
just
too.
then.
Rantab no rampage for another 45 seconds. What do you think's going to happen here?
Well, moves has stability, so the Guardian, or if he saves it for the right time, that Red Lord will be able to get his heal off. I have no idea.
Interrupted
I mean, the
banner.
damage-
Is he going to be able to
my
get banner off? I don't know. He's trying to bring it out. Gets it
He got
out.
off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
Just in the nick of time. But look
goodness.
at NA Adapt. Red Lord is still at about 60% HP here. Andap is still in the area. NA Arc about to be taken down as well. Still down over 100 points here. The Red Lord gets his heal, I think. I don't know. It looked like they interrupted it. But Moves still... Oh, man. The Lord. So many Condis. Moves no Condi clear for another couple seconds. Is he going to be taken out? This is so close right here. Oh, I think they have it. I think they have the kill. I think they do. Oh, man.
I was going to say, what they were doing on their hold node is putting in work. They would have gotten a triple decap anyway with their rotations. I didn't realize Fear Legend is actually running Burn Guard. He actually switched from Mediguard to Burn Guard before that game started. So they had a Burn Guard, a Mediguard, and a...
Moves did log off immediately after that loss. I can see why. That had to have been a very frustrating loss right there for them. But
Yeah.
we will have free-to-play plebs moving on into the finals to take on Just Couldn't Finish. Just Couldn't Finish. What are your thoughts on that match?
I mean, I like the comp v comp situation. I do, and I do think that it actually is a pretty good. I do think it is a pretty good matchup. I think if they do run this Burn Guardian, Karina's gonna have a really good time because I play a lot of Burn Guard now, and he tears me apart on it. So we'll see if he'll be able to transfer the burns or if they're gonna go to Medi Guards. But yeah.
Yeah, guys, we are going to go to a short break. Again, I do want to mention our map rotation. We've been trying to change it up. Kind of forgot tonight, but our finals will be Temple of the Silent Storm 2 Force and Niflhel over to Battle of Kylo. Going to end it on that one. We're going to go on a short break, guys. We will have that giveaway after our next set. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome pop superstar,
The Hypnotoad.
Wait, what? Apart from that one sample, the song has nothing to do with it.
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
That's it. I'm out. This song has nothing to do with...
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Academy Gaming Weekly number 35. We have our final match ready for you guys. Going to be free-to-play plebs, an EU team, up against Just Couldn't Finish. What are you thinking about this one, Slin?
This is gonna be a really good game. I like the map selection in favor of blue because Power Ranger and there's no full fire in this rotation. I believe we go Temple, Forest, and Kylo, so there's no full fire, so they do not have that advantage.
But Kylo is really plays into a Power Rangers advantage. I mean, Temple's pretty good on... I don't know. Temple's a pretty good map for Power Rangers still at that. Just think about it, though. There's no Thief for the blue team. How are they supposed to deal with the Power Ranger?
Yeah, I've 100-0'd Rangers on a Mediguard, though, comboing that Focus 5 and Whirling Wrath. I mean, the damage is going to be coming out. I think in terms of experience, I would give it to red team. In terms of comp, I would give it to blue team because if they have that Shoutbow, Hunt, Karina, which is Rainbowkins, going to be completely negated, just completely, 100%. And then the Mediguard.
So who are you putting your money on to take this set and be crowned the victors?
Screw it, I'm going to go blue team.
I'm saying JFC. Just couldn't finish here. We'll have to see. Let's make a bet on that one. You can think of a bet while we take it through the builds. I'll take it through the red team here that's just couldn't finish. We've got Majesticins, that's Amon playing Rifle, NG with the Strength Runes with Explosives, Alchemy, and Toolkit. Or Tools, rather. Spunkykins can be playing DD with Strength Runes, Selly Amulet running Fire, Water, and Arcane. Blinky going to be running the exact same thing, except Dagger Focus with Flame Legion Runes. Dongerkin's going to be Bear running with the Great Sword Longbow with Vampirins. Zerker Amulet running Nature Magic, Wilderness Survival, and Peace Mastery. And finally, it will be Karina being Rainbowkins running the Triple Signet Selly Necro that we see Nos play every ESL Cup. So go ahead and take us away with the blue team.
All right, so looking at SZ, he's running that Noscock pretty much similar, I think almost exactly to Karina, except for a couple sigils. Yeah, pretty much just that. Smash Nox running a Zeal. Okay, so he's running the Mediguard that I actually like to run. He's not running Radiance. He's much more selfish, but is much more sustained in a team fight. Does a little bit more damage. And then you got a Settler's Shoutbow, which is pretty much meta for if you're going to run Shoutbow for that matter. Running Tactics, Defense, and Discipline. Running Andap Ton. He's running a just classic Fire Elliot, looks like, with this, just meta sigils. And then Fear Legend, he was on Burn Guard, he switched back to Medi. He is also running Seal, so he's also putting in that massive amount of damage that a Guardian can. He's running one trait that's different than meta, which is Communal Defense. But that's it. Otherwise, it's pretty much the exact same thing that we just saw.
I mean, I like, as much as I like Mediguard, and it might be able to take care of Dongerkins. We'll have to see how it fares against the two Ellies. I'm not a huge fan of the current Chapo. It works, but it's not as good as the DDLE. I think everybody knows that. So it's not the maximum potential that you could get, but you know, in AG, it's not really about that. It's just about how you perform, and we'll have to see how it works out for these guys. It's game number 1 underway here. Let's take a look at the opening splits from both of these teams. It's like both Necros going for the home point. And it looks like one Ellie for both team crossing. Man, this is an identical split for these guys, with the exact same classes going to that home point of each of them. So very odd indeed. But a 3v3 at the midpoint. What's going on here?
Yeah, one thing I didn't like about the Medigards is that none of them did their massive burst that they can do. One of them is actually, they're playing really smart. One of them is watching Dongerkins this entire time. He was trying to put pressure up. I think he got knocked down. But these Medigards are trying to do damage. Fear Legend is the devoted Dongerkins hunter. On the side notes, I mean, I think the LA Necro just, you know,
it's pretty stalemated there thus far. But the Necros have that upper hand, or so it is thought to be said. Majestican's pretty low here. Smash on top. He doesn't have a whole lot left. He's Elixir X. Ooh, able to take Smash down to, you know, he's very low here. Ooh, Blinky taken down over at that altar node as well, like you were just saying.
Yeah, wow, that's just, oh my god, they get the banner on mid. That's gonna be a big turn of events as Majesticins is getting really low. Once his invuln's down, I think that Medigard should have stayed in there and just put a little bit more work in there. He's kind of leaving NA out to dry right now. Or to die. The Ellie's still sustaining on far. Fear Legend's getting a little low, but Smash Knocks did get the reset earlier, so he is able to come back into mid, full health, and just put on big bursts onto this.
Arc though, taken down there, double stomp coming out there. There is the S stomp from Majesticins. We did see Fear Legend try to get that res. They're looking too good. Andap is pretty low, takes down Rainbowkins with SZ over there at the temple. We will see a 2-cap going out here at the start of the game for this blue team. Pretty good start. You can't ask for much better on their end.
No, I think, I think Smash Knocks either had to stay on the mid fight or everybody had to pull out. I don't think it was just one guy going to reset. I think that really hurt him on that mid fight, but they did get the side notes. So regardless of what I'm saying, they did win the side notes. The pluses worked. Everything worked perfectly. There's a 2v2 coming on home. Warrior Guardian versus Enchi and Ranger, I believe. I actually think that will go in favor of the blue team, but on this skirmish, actually, Fear Legend is getting low. He did get mowed. Okay, I mean, he just got taken out. Maybe I gotta eat my words.
Majestican's pretty low as well here. He's going in for that S stomp. Should be able to get it. Gets double S stomp there. He started his S stomp early, then he got out of S and it procced again because he was so low, but got the stomp regardless. SZ pretty low over here between the points. Should be getting the stomp. Yeah, it looks like Spunky should have that stomp here. So don't count Red out just yet, despite being 2-capped here. They are able to take down Smash over at the altar node. Looking to get a 2-point cap here.
Yeah, Fear Legend really needs to go to their home node and just help these guys out. They need to keep this pressure up. Majesticins is getting low. He might actually be bursted down right now. Yeah, there it is. So he is going to be taken. No, okay, so he did get the res. If he had the cleave, it would have worked a little bit better. I didn't realize that the warrior actually pulled out. I think that was an unnecessary invuln by Fear Legend, so that's a pretty big cooldown wasted there. He does get the stability.
The updraft!
Okay,
didn't do much for him there. It still got the res. Now Dongerkins does get taken down there. Looks like Fear Legend should have that red stomp, excuse me. Gets it. Stillness is up. We do see that only Blinky is in the area, but no one has capped a node for this red team in quite some time now, so not really going to benefit from it. The only benefit is knowing that the blue team doesn't have it, so they really need to get a point here.
This back cap by Smash Knocks is just amazing. That was gorgeous. That just worked perfectly. He actually got the full cap too. Wow, that just well played, Smash Knocks. That was a great rotation. And they're gonna, I think they're gonna be able to sustain that mid node. Majesticins possibly could be taken out. He is his invuln. He does have a lot of regen, so I think he's taken out. They do get a cap. Red team does get a cap. They are going to be 2-capped for a little bit because of the buff is still ticking. Looks like blue team might be rotating a few too many into the far node instead of helping out their mid team. Andap going down. Oh, Andap was far. My mistake.
Yeah, he was taken down there. Red team able to reap a little bit of those benefits from that stillness buff, but not as much as they would have liked to. Dongerkins able to get the decap over there at the altar point there. They are down about 100 points here. Getting that decap though could be significant. I think they should piece out of the midpoint and play the sides right here. Got about just under 2 minutes before that tranquility buff comes up.
Yeah, a lot of teams think that there's either, you know, death cap or and then sustain as long as you can on mid. No, there's a big difference in the middle. You gotta sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what, right now, just get out of mid. Just survive, just like stay alive, just get out of mid, reset, and then burst mid. But actually, in terms of their health pools, they're doing pretty fine. Rainbow Kid's getting really pressured right now. I don't know how many cooldowns they have left. Pretty much nothing except for that protection. Getting support from this engineer for some heals. Why are you not bursting this guy? He should be dead. Okay, there he goes down. Now they just gotta get the cleave out.
Oh, Blinky though taken down as well. The stomp does not. Obviously, it doesn't get him up. That was on the Rainbow Kids there. So yeah, 2 members down for the red team as well. Man, this is just looking like a disaster in the making. Spunky forced back to that temple node. Now Bear is going to be in a 1v2 situation. Probably should bail out of here. It looks like he's trying to, especially with SZ on his way to plus this fight here.
Yeah, I think SZ actually might be able to kill him if he can get that Death Shot 2 off on him. I don't know if he actually has any Death Shot to activate that, but Smash Nox is getting really, really pressured. I think he was actually going really early to that bottom buff. I mean, there's still 35 seconds left on the clock before it actually comes here, but he's getting pressured by his counter, which is a Selly Necro. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this res up. I don't even know who's down there to res him. It's in the other Medigard and their Selly Necro. Yeah, that's just not going to work, but they might take out Spunky in the meantime.
Banner came from NA Arc. He got updrafted about 2 Asurans northwest, and the banner somehow didn't get him up. I'm very confused by that. He was still within the area. That was very odd.
Oh my god.
Very odd. But we're going to see 2 people going down there. Is anybody at Trank? Andap is at the Trank buff. Nobody for Red is here. Blinky, will he be able to get there? Oh, no, he gets it mowed by SZ.
Oh my god.
The 3-cap Trank buff coming out there. A fight going on
MVP.
Yeah, that was an incredible emote there. He hit him with that Death Shroud too as well.
Yeah, that was SZ MVP for that right there. But I mean, instantly they devoted way too many guys here. SZ's getting his Death Shroud up. I actually don't know why he's just not letting him bleed down there. And while they're doing it, they got triple decapped. So although it was hyped for a little while, it almost hurt him more because their rotations were just.
And then they lost 2 people there as well. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2. Maybe it was only 1, but they lost at least 1 or 2 people there. And in the process, the 2-cap came from that. So ultimately, it actually helped the red team, I think, that they didn't devote too many resources down to that buff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've lost on this map before because I devoted way too many to the bottom buff, and they did exactly what they do. And they get the stagger off. Sadly, or, I mean, in the blue team's eyes, they're doing pretty well now. You know, they're coming back to earth. They are trying to win these the mid node. They're trying to get the mid buff. Smash Nox holding off 2, I believe, right now. Putting in work. He's gonna need some support.
They're gonna take him down. SZ is back up at his stillness buff right now. This game is definitely not over. SZ might go in for the res right here. We'll have to see. I'm surprised neither of them actually. Yeah, they're trying to cleave instead of go for that buff right now. Taunt really not going to do a whole lot. Smash Nox still getting pretty close to getting res here. Look at the condies onto SZ, able to transfer some of them over there. But the 2-cap going to hold for a little bit. Arc actually coming off a respawn, going to be able to get that altar node pretty easily for himself.
Yeah, yeah, like you're saying, Arc is getting the back cap. What is going on mid? Mid is counter versus getting countered. So he's going to need some major help. I think the Warrior needs to rotate in here as soon as possible. He doesn't need to go to the mid buff. Fear will have to reset after that, and he should help the buff after that point. That should be the rotation.
I mean, Dongerkin's coming into this fight, going to make it a 2v2 with both Medigars for blue team at that gate node. Over at the top buff, still a huge fight happening. I mean, it's just a 1v1. It looks like the Warrior's actually going to plus the mid fight like you were saying he should. There's a 2v1 over at the temple node, so blue team, oh man, they're actually losing this fight. Fear taken down. Oh, no. Able to get him back up with that Fear Me coming out from Arc there. Rainbowkin's taken down. Bear left in a 1v3 situation. Still going in for the rest. Is he able to get it? Oh, so close. No, he does not get it.
That was actually a good combo. They had good comms there. They said, all right, I'm going to cleave, you're going to do the damage, and they did just that. Dongerkin's getting really low. 6 bleed stacks is going to negate his heal. Dongerkin's going to peel out. Blinky is going to be taken out unless I don't see somebody. Okay, the Engineer could get it. I don't think he's going to. SZ's getting really low. He might just be going to try to down SZ and then go to the rest.
I mean, Stillness, that Stillness never got capped, and Rampage. It's back up now. Rampage for Majestican's going to get hit by those barrels. not going to be able to do anything with that for the time being. Trying to do more, but still, I mean, only 60 points away for this blue team, looking to take this game number 1, quite convincingly, I must say.
Yeah, I think you are gonna owe me some gold after this.
We said set, and we never made an actual bet here, so
all right.
don't be calling it just yet. Don't be calling it just yet. Not a whole lot going on at the Syllabus buff. We do see SZ was actually taken down there. Smash going in for the res, able to get him. Blinky taken in downstate. So is Rainbowkins. Majesticins getting pretty low as well. Gets a mobbed there. Elixir S coming out for him. He's probably going to be taken down by Andap. Has his heal actually. Should be able to get it off. But still, he's on the run. There is the stillness. And we will see this free-to-play plebs take game number 1.
Yeah, and this, I mean, earlier, I think about 2 minutes before that game ended, they were already talking about, all right, where did we mess up? What's going on? We noticed a immediate logout of, I believe that was Karina. So Karina will be changing characters. And you know, we'll see how they're going to change it up. I have no idea what Karina is going to. Very good multi-classer, so we'll see. I'd be really surprised if we see a Thief or a Mesmer as 2 other guys main those builds in their team. I actually think more of them are changing builds. We only see Spunkykins, Majesticins, and Blinkykins on that team.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any changes coming out from free-to-play plebs. But of course, you know, this could be it for them, and we could see free-to-play plebs coming out with a victory here over Just Couldn't Finish.
Yeah, I'm hoping that wasn't a DC, or that might take a little while. Let me see. What's the new name? No, yeah, it's just Rainbowkins.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Bear swap something up here. And I believe, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go over to the Mesmer, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you lose the thing.
He's been playing a whole lot of Mesmer, so that could definitely be something he brings. Nope, he's sticking to that Ranger. Maybe Karina. Nope, Karina is on the Necro, so they're going to be sticking to that same setup. I don't like the Ranger pick on this map. You know, Temple was alright for him, and this is the worst of the 4 competitive maps for a Power Ranger. So I really don't like this for Bear. I really think it would help them if he went to his Mesmer and then forced it to a game number 3 on Kylo and then went back to that Power Ranger.
Yeah, I actually thought Fear Legend was switching to a Burn Guard and he wasn't joining up for a little bit. But yeah, this is like you're saying, this is the least favorable. The only thing it does is that these are insanely short distances between points, and Ranger has that 1 to 3 on Greatsword that just annihilates the space between the points. It's just insane.
Even at that, there's just not a whole lot of good positions for him to be at. But despite that, I mean, there's no Thief on the side of the blue team. But at very start of that game, at least one Mediguard was on top of Bear, like right away. So they have enough to get around and on top of him, especially, you know, one is running Scepter. Are both running Scepter? All right, both are running Scepter. So, you know, Bear could make good use of the ledge behind Keep since they don't have Flashing Blade here.
The match starts soon.
But we'll have to see. They only have Judge's Intervention. So we'll have to see how that works out for them on this second game here. If Blue does win it, they will be obviously crowned your weekly number 35 victors. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have for the opening splits here. One crosser for both teams. Interesting that Karina is the one crosser.
Weird. Yeah, they're just allowing their DDLs to 1v1 on the home node. Actually, their engineer on red team is going to be holding back to kind of just sustain that, let them get the full cap. Rainbowkins is going to engage. This is going to be Necro v Necro. That's going to take a long time. But as they come into the mid node, just full Mediguard, they're both setting up a huge burst. And here comes, oh my goodness,
wow.
Just almost 100 out.
He should have Lightning Flash behind Keep. Now Dongerkin's going to be in a bad spot. No one around aside from him. Going in for the quickness res will be enough. I don't know. Oh my god, he gets it. There was literally no cleave that came out there. I believe we actually had Fear Legend swap.
Blue team
one of them swapped to sword. It looked like they just did. Maybe not.
No, I believe
no. Okay, no, it's not. But even so, they had literally no cleave there. It was kind of interesting how he got that res. We do see the Elixir X coming out from Majesticins, getting that rampage. That's definitely going to help him here.
Oh yeah, as we see, oh my goodness, 2 are going to be extremely low. The Guardian's getting extremely low. He's getting heals from his meditations, and I don't think it's going to be enough. I hope Oh my goodness, this is Downstate Wars 2015, and the banner comes out, which is actually really unnecessary. They could have just gotten the cleave and the reses at the same time. But look at the health pools. I mean, it's just fights everywhere, just skirmishes everywhere. I didn't notice the Necro on blue actually did get the home cap, so it's up to him to keep the cap. But the health pools are pretty similar at that notice. It's going to be a little while as a Warrior v Ranger on mid is emerging.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the full cap too, so a very, very insignificant lead in favor of this blue team right now. But over on the other side of the map, Smash was just stomped by Majesticans, trying to take out Fear Legend as well, who is about to be taken down by Spunk. Is Spunk able to finish off, or does he have to go for the res? I don't know. Oh, he does finish him off there. Nice use of that fire tune. Good damage there. Taking a look at that 1v1 between the Necros, though. It's very close here. SZ has no health. Look at the Condi. No Condi transfer there. He is taken down there. Rainbow Kins won that 1v1. But, oh! Is he going to get the stomp? Gets the stomp with that plague there. Just in the nick of time. Really, really good play coming out from Karina over at that henge node, despite it being in favor of SZ.
Yeah, that's the difference between Karina running the intelligence sigils on the staff. The fact that he was able to get those like 3k attacks right at the very end, pushed him over.
The decap, the RF was forced out from Smash Nox there. The decap came out as Spunky rotated to this point, got the decap at the midpoint as well. Could this be a much better game for this red team?
Yeah, I mean, SC is back. He's putting massive pressure on the LEL. He's going to have to peel out. Miscommunication on who's going to leave. They kind of stayed there for a little bit. It turned out to be Smash Nox. But, yeah, this red team 2-cap, solidified 2-cap with that. Blue team, 4 guys within the range of their home node. Looks like this should be a regroup and push.
Yeah. I mean, Blinky in the 1v1 against Andap, that's going to last quite some time. Look at the spread from the blue team right now. Sending 2 over to this mine point, plus it make it a 3v2 situation as Karina coming off a respawn over there. Coming right over the mine point. Bear and company, though, going to stick on top of one of these Guardians, not allowing him to get over to either of the points, being that mid or the mine point. Red team's going to take the lead here. What do you think blue needs to do to get back into this, especially with Smash being taken down there?
I think they need to do a hard regroup, because if we called that last thing a regroup, they got to do a hard regroup. They got to full on just get 4 of them and just push a node. Like they did that earlier, almost one-shot the Ellie, got every one of red team really low. Then they're not doing that at all, and now they're actually, they have actually the fight that the Necros should win on their home node. Actually, no, it's a 2v1. So,
yeah, this is really close here still. I mean, we got red team obviously taking their lead. I think the first one of the series, if I'm not mistaken, and taking a 2-cap for quite some time. Andap might be taken down there. Headwater teammate, nice mode coming out there from Blinky. Is it going to be enough? I really think Rainbows should pull back and get on top of Andap, excuse me, who's going to ride the lightning out of this fight. Should be okay. Take a look over at the henge point, though. Blue team almost giving up the decap, 1 tick away, as that RF from Smash Nox almost gives up the entire point there. That would have been pretty significant, but they're just going to piece out of that fight and go play the midpoint.
Yeah, and I'm all right with that rotation. They're regrouping. They decided not to go for any deaths. They decided to keep their guys strong, and it turns out that the Warrior had a miscomm or something, but he pushed the mid node against the 2 guys that were just chilling there.
I think we got a decap though at the mine. Yep.
Oh wow, I did not see that.
Yeah, not enough communication coming out there from the red team. They send 2 people over there. Both Guardians though coming from the opposite sides of the map. Going to be coming in plus in this fight, making it a 3v3 as we see Bear rotate over here as well. We are going to see a decap, though, from the Elementalist Spunkykins on top of that over at the henge point. So decap sides right now. We're going to see fights emerge on all of them, but will be decapped. SZ gets the fears onto Rainbowkins, gets decap nodes all around now. Only about a 50-point lead in favor of this red team.
Yeah, and this far node's actually going in favor of the blue team pretty convincingly, too. I thought Blinky was going to go down, but he didn't get enough burst, and he actually got support from, I think, the engineer came to support him. But now it's going to be a huge mid-fight, whereas SZ is out of play. He has no cooldowns, so it's pretty much up to this Medigird to get up here and support him. I actually don't know why he's running away this far, because now his team's not even going to be able to support him even if they had the chance.
And they got to take him out now because he's got Shroud up in about 2 seconds. Chill going to mitigate it for a little bit longer. Are they able to take him out? They do. Otherwise, he probably would have got out of there with 100% Shroud. But regardless, blue team going to be taking both that mine point. Actually, the 1v1 went in favor of Spunky over at that henge point. So sides going in favor, you know, each team winning one of the sides here. This midpoint really going to prove to who's going to be spiking in points in the next couple of minutes here.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, I think this game's gonna go down to who can win this mid node, and at the moment it is a 4v2 now. So I don't even. I mean, this is just blue team's not regrouping. They're just saying, hey, when I spawn, I'm going to rush that point as fast as I can and try to win that 1v1. And when you do that, yes, you have the 1v1 for about 30 seconds until red team realizes it, and then +1s it, and then you lose that fight, and then you're on a respawn again, and somebody else dies. It just doesn't work what blue team's doing. Like they had a really good start. They had a really good plan at the open. Redo that on another node. Redo that 2 many-guard burst on the home node really quickly, and they'll be okay for a while.
Yeah, Smash Knock's about to be taken down. They're under so much pressure. We're gonna see a res attempt from Fear. I don't think it's gonna be enough. There's so much cleave. Oh, the banner from Arc gonna get smashed back up into the fight. It's not totally lost yet, but they're getting to that 100-point deficit almost. Smash actually taken down there once again. Spunky, like you were saying, so low. Rainbow King's almost dead out of this Shroud. Man, this is going to be a very close fight unless Red's able to clean up a couple of these members.
Yeah, I actually think that this Ellie should have just pulled off. Kazestall's made a really bad move staying here. I think, you know, just kind of, you know, like regroup and keep you guys alive. But actually, I might be wrong. They did split the damage onto that warrior as he goes down. Rainbow Kings is getting extremely low. Out of DS, nothing left. Literally nothing left. Dongerkins is trying to rain from the side. He has no invuln. This is a huge spot for. Oh my goodness! A Mediguard just had to walk over there and press 2 on
oh dear! Oh dear!
Any weapon set.
So. Smash gonna be finished off here. Fear Legend finished off as well. We do have Arc coming off a respawn. Was that a wise decision for him to come in the midst of this when both Guardians are down here still? 2v2 progressing at the midpoint. Fear gets a knockback there, trying to go with that res. Oh, nice updraft from Spunky. Gonna mitigate any res attempt. Taking a look at the midpoint though.
Red team got a capture
Still in favor of the red team. They're looking pretty good here. Only about 100 points away from victory. Is it safe to call GG and looking for a map number 3?
I mean, mentally, I think they need to start thinking about it. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, it's not lost if they actually regroup and listen to what they say or what we're saying. I know they would have to have stream up at the same time, which is not likely. But I mean, it's getting to the point after 450, it's pretty much over. All red team has to do is just put all 5 people on a point, and they won't lose that pretty much ever. So. But yeah, they just gotta start thinking, like, what can we do? What did we do the first game that we can do the second game? And how do we negate Barely on this next thing? Because Barely's gonna be really strong on that point. You really love to quote your Antian.
It's basically a Power Rangers favorite map. It really is. There's so many good spots for you to sit, and it's going to be so difficult for this blue team to keep up with them, especially if they're running Scepter. If they're running Scepter, my money is on the red team on Kylo. I mean, the sword is going to do wonders for him. I think we will see the swap, but I don't know. It's going to be a toss-up, really. And of course, there's not going to be any, you know, Trank stillness buff associated with that map. Only Trebuchet, we'll have to see how it works out for him. But the GG being called there for the red team, already calling GG.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
I know. Usually you see it from the other team, but regardless,
yeah,
we are going to see a map number 3.
Well, we count that. But I mean, the game is over now.
I mean, it wasn't quite as suspenseful as our first match of the day. Our first match of the day, guys, was a 500 to 500 win for Sin over ASAP Sir due to how many points they had as individuals, which was quite the game. But that one was exciting. It was still relatively exciting, you know. Moving on to a game number 3 here. This is it for both these teams.
Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy ending. I'm wondering what comp change we could possibly see. I know a Condi guard, although it does get countered by the Power Ranger, it will be able to put a lot of pressure on him, which doesn't seem to be happening right now. I don't know who their target is. I don't know, you know, I don't know their comps. I can't listen in on them, but they need to, whoever they are focusing on, they're going to need to change their comp to kill them much quicker. And so Dongerkins is a very powerful asset on this map, and the Mediguards not running sword still, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but a Condi Guard does run sword. That's why I liked if you switch to Condi Guard. But then Karina counters that. I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's the lack of mobility on this map is really gonna show if those Guardians don't have sword. Flashing Blade is so good on this map, especially when going against a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, it would be basically gaining the advantage of mobility, because this red team doesn't have any advantages of mobility. They're the same thing. It's two DDLEs, a Sally Necro, pretty much mirrored comp, and then you got a Power Ranger, which a Medigard has a port and a leap. So, I mean, in terms of mobility, it would just be gaining that advantage if they ran sword instead of running scepter, versus just neutralizing their advantage. But still, Dongerkin's gonna probably lead the team in points this game, just with how much havoc he's gonna pull.
Really true. We are just waiting on one member to get back into this match here. Now that we've seen it, you know, the strengths and weaknesses of both of these teams, are you still sticking to this blue team to taking this game number 3?
We haven't made the terms of the bet, but I'm gonna hold my own. You know, make it. I'm not gonna back out on my blue team right now. I have faith in their abilities, and if they are smart rotators, I don't know. I don't know. They won the first game. They did it pretty well. I think they could do it again.
We can only not hope. On the sake of my JFC winning, we'll have to see. Just waiting on Dongerkins to get back in this one and ready up here. I'm still sticking with the red team, though. I think JFC is going to pull through here and move on to be your victors of the weekly number 35. Man, 35 weeks. Man, ESL is going to be, what, number 45 next week? Almost coming up on a year.
Yeah, it's approaching. That's a pretty crazy stat there.
It really is. It's been a long one. But just waiting on Fear Legend to ready up here. Still, he is switching. It looks like he is running Burn Guard.
Yes.
So Fear Legend running the Burn Guard.
Yes.
Doesn't have the mobility of the Great Sword, but Sword is so good on this map. You can't blame him for running the Burn Guard. We are going to have Smash Rocks still sticking to that Medigard. So I at least like the Burn Guard here. It really, I don't know. It's going to be up to Karina, I think, to do what he can against that Burn Guard.
I got one question for you. You ready to owe me some gold? Because I like this comp. I really do. I think it's a very good mix of power and Condi pressure. It's heavy on the Condi, but the only thing is if they are able to sustain. You got Sally Necro, which is considered a DPS. You got a Shalpo, which is bunker, 2 DPS, and then a Selly, which is another bunker. I don't know how this is going to work out. We're waiting on Fear Legend still. I wonder if he's changing anything else. He might just be double checking. He's running Sigil of Battle. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Because, oh my god, Doom is why this build's good, because it's a cover Condi. It puts, oh my goodness gracious. I guess he just wants to do more damage. I want to see any other build if they're running like anything that adds more might to their comp, because I don't see the reason in that at all. It's just another boon that Rainbowkins can corrupt.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we have for the opening splits for both of these teams here in this third and final match of the day. Blinky going to be capping that windmill. We do have, it looks like, Andap going for his. We do have, oh man, the Necromancer SZ going straight. He's running Fleshworm. That is, it's typically something we see on this map because of the mobility with it. And we have both teams actually going to be treading here.
Yeah, this is a really weird opening burst. Ooh, Spunky Kid's getting completely bursted. I don't. Okay, so the Ranger actually pulled off of their trip to help the mid node, which I actually really like, is that rotation. Blue team got a little bit of the jump rotating into mid. They're going to be rotating 4 mid and 1 to Treb. So this is a really crazy rotation. In terms of health pools, besides the one...
I mean, Arc was taken down there and does get stomped. And I mean, we saw Bear go for his trap right off the start, and then goes all the way across the map to combat SZ. I don't think they really wanted to deal with it here. We do have one of the elementalists, I believe that's Blinky, sitting at the windmill node. I think they should take it to the midpoint right now, especially with Arc in the downstate. The blue team probably couldn't even afford to send somebody over there.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that where that choice came from. But on this mid node, even though it is a a outnumbered fight, they are putting in work. Majestican's getting extremely low. Rainbowkin's getting extremely low. Although he does have his heal up, but Fear Legend, see, there, it's just the stand I was talking about earlier. They aren't, or actually, did he just get up?
He did get bannered there by Arc. Arc bannered him the very last second before that stomp came through from Majesticans, who was actually taken down here. But Fear Legend gets stomped, and the res onto Majesticans happens. He does get rallied there, but taken down once again. Blinky has 100% HP, should be able to get that res. They do get it back up into the fight. Look, Smash Knocks now in the downstate. Arc about to be taken out. Look at the Condis coming out here from Karina and Majesticans. But the decap at the windmill does happen. Decap almost happens at the mansion, but Spunky just one tick away.
Yeah, that's just, I think that's just lack of focus and the Medigard's burning too many cooldowns too quickly. Medigard has one of the best cleaves in the game, and the fact that they didn't get the cleave off is just that. You can pretty much blame the Medigards on that comp because that's the only cleave they really need. And the fact that their Ellie is what 1v2 right now, just it's not great rotations right now. They really need to pressure mid hard right now.
I mean, red team should be able to clean up the fight over the windmill, and we do see, okay, that's a really good move. They saw third commode over to that mansion node, so red is going to piece back to the clock tower, but a 2v2 formed over here, excuse me, it was 3v2. Andap does get stomped, probably going to be stomped here, and we could see a potential 2-cap coming out here for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting this staggered. That's all it is right now. It's just stagger after stagger. And okay, so this burn guard actually did get a decent combo. I wonder if he's gonna follow it. No, he jacked it up because the ranger does counter this guardian, except for when the guardian can completely get off like a full burst because their pet just dies instantly. There's no more condis being flipped around all over the place. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is still a very close game right here. It looks like E-Dream trying to wrap up the fight over at the windmill, but Arc still 100% HP. He's probably going to get reinforcements here before he dies. We'll have to see how quick Majesticans can take him out. We do see a push from Rainbowkins over to that mansion node, but he is so low right now. Going to be taken down. Yes, he does get taken
with the
down.
Arc. Oh my. Is this down? Oh wait, no. Okay, they're on the other side of the map. I didn't know that was going to be Downstate Wars 2015 again. But Dongerkins, look at the Dongerkins getting pressured by that Condi guard long enough that this team is able to get there. This Ranger being down is a big flip. They could actually win this mid node pretty easily without those 3K auto attacks grounding down on them. Just don't go down. Okay, I thought Fear Legend was going to go down for a second. Fear Legend needs to reset and get back into that mid fight.
Yeah, I mean, Smash Knox is all alone right here. He should not be in here. Andap's just below him, but really had no support. Now he's going back into the fight. A 30-point lead in favor of this red team. We do have Bear coming off a respawn. This is where the blue team might be able to turn it around, but we do see Karina going to be trebbing here. Does land a hit onto Andap. Smash Knock still so low here. One burn on him, gonna take him out. That's a pretty good pickup. Spunky looking to get a decap over at the mansion node. They're trying to do everything they can here. Putting it all on the line, trying to get the decap. Will it happen? That'd be a pretty big pickup if he got it. Yeah, oh, he does get the decap. Oh, man.
He got the res. Smash Knock is up. I don't know. Wait, I was not on him. I just saw his health ticking up slowly. Not really sure, but this 3-cap coming out? I don't know.
I don't know. SZ has a decision to make. If you want us to stake. Okay, Spunky gets out of that one just barely. Dongerkin should be able to get the cap here, but the decap came out over at the windmill from Andap here. You do see Fear Legend come out to the point, but just a little too late. Dongerkin's not going to take up the 1v2, just going to piece out of here, giving up the sides to the blue team. I think that's some poor rotations in favor of red.
Yeah, but I mean, red team's winning the fights. Blue team needs to out-rotate. This has been basically the theme of this tournament. It's one team can rotate, one team can win the fights. And in this case, blue team is going to be the one that has to out-rotate, and they're going to have to play smart, and they're going to have to do everything right. And at the moment, you know, they are able to get +1. The fact that they're keeping, I think, Blinky on mid, just complete waste of their +1 that they could have had. I don't know why this warrior keeps using his healing signet repeatedly. Just instantly in fights. Like, I'm not sure about that one.
Well, I mean, obviously it does give resistance. We don't know about that. Yeah, but it's not a bad thing, especially when you're 100% HP. But if he's not the target, who knows? But Rainbowkin's getting pretty low here. He is going to be taken out. Smash Knock should be able to get that stomp. They're actually just going to let him bleed out because I believe that was the Elementalist. Yes, Spunkykin's forced out of that fight. So blue team looking to take sides. Majestican's pretty low here. Needs to be very careful because if they lose sides here, that's going to be the way for the blue team back into this game.
Yeah, and this combo that they decided to do, the way they rotated around this was perfect. Who they chose to go where, flawless. I wouldn't have done it better myself. Really enjoyed it. The fact that they had Burn Guard hunting the NG and the Ranger on the same node, like, you could only dream of getting that in the fight. It's just amazing. One thing to note is that Fear Legend is actually running his, he's running reverse offhand weapons. He's running Torch on Sword and Focus on Scepter. That's a unique little change up there. But they're sustaining. They're sustaining this 2-cap. Their Warrior, or the Necro is going to try to 1v1 mid, I thought.
Fear Legend, though, taken down. And Smash Knock's taken down. And Nap about to be taken out. We can see a 3-man wipe. Arc has Banner. Oh, man, that would have been insane if he bannered all 3 of them. And Nap not even getting Banner because he Vapor formed. A bit of miscommunication. A 4-man wipe for this blue team. SZ just going to be sitting on his home node. Knows there's no reason whatsoever for him to even attempt to get over to that side of the map right now. Not even going to be crashed on too hard. I don't even think Blinky should go in this 1v1. I think they should reap the benefits of a 2v2 and start to build a lead with it.
Yeah, he's pulling back. I think he's on the same page with you. Still thinking about it. Have they just not capped far yet? Is it taking that long? Okay, yeah, it's just taking a while. But I was like, wow, did they actually get another hold on the back cap? But it looks like they're going to be engaging in this mid-fight. Kanyard is getting targeted like crazy.
Yeah, he needs to be. He needs to be targeted. Already low on all of his cooldowns. Only his Consecration left. Going to pop that. As RF, now he uses it. He is literally nothing else. He is a perfect target right now for the red team. But they're going to be focusing, it looks like SZ getting pretty low here. So is Fear Legend. They're all really low. The decap came out over at the windmill. Yeah. Majestican's pretty low here. I think this is where blue team really needs to take their fight. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're not going to focus mid. They don't need to focus mid. They have the decap here. It's a 1-cap in each team's favor. If they can clean up the fight, Majestican's taken into the downstate. Rainbowkin's pretty low outside that shroud, going up for this res. The stomp happens as Fear Legend gets it there. That's a huge pickup, especially with Spunkykin's getting so low.
Yeah, and some of the combos that you can do with the Medi Guard and the Burn Guard is just so brutal. Like, he can put down the Consecration, the Guardian with the Greatsword can pull him through there, and it'll, just instantly burn like crazy. Wow, the Vampers just killed Dunkergans.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Is this a reverse wipe? Because we had a 4-man wipe for the blue team. Now a 2-man wipe for the red team. Oh, man, Blinky gives up the cap on the mid node with that invuln from his Earth 5. Buddy.
One thing about this mid fight is that SZ hesitated the entire time they were. Oh my God, 21 burn stacks. So regardless, SZ was hesitating earlier on pushing this mid node against Blinky when they were doing the 4v4 on far. He didn't hesitate this time. He got Blinky. He got the win on mid. And now they got their SZ 1v1ing on their home node. I really like him in these 1v1s. He does really well against these Ls.
Yeah, but look at the regroup. Look at the regroup from the red team. They're going to try and burst down Arc, who is going to get help from Smash Knocks, making it a 3v2 situation. They still got one on respawn, so they're going to make it a 3v3 now. Making it a 4v3. They're rotating all the help over here to this windmill node, trying to defend it, taking a lead. NA Arc get in the downstate, though. Will the stomp come out? I'm not so sure. There was the MOA from Majestican's, the AoE MOA. They get him back up into the fight. Majestican's down. I don't know. This could be it for the red team.
Yeah, they got, okay, so red team got staggered for until I think blue got to 100 points. And then blue team got staggered for 250 points after that. And now they're flipping it back. This is just really, really good kill doors too. Just the fact that it goes back and forth. SZ needs help though. He's gonna lose his fight. He's pretty much out of everything except for Worm.
Yeah, look at the blades sticking on him. Able to transfer him back there. Oh, look at the condies! Oh my! Did he turn the fight around? Oh my God!
Wow! He just
wow! The turnaround on that fight.
Faces Ellie anyway, so.
Oh my God! I know it does, but the turnaround. He was so low. Stal was at 100% HP basically. He had nothing. He transferred the condies, and Stal's health just diminished there.
And now he has every single one of his signets back up. He is getting plus though. He is the target. He just does it again on Tagaze's Stal. Look at his health. 3 bursts, 10 bleeds, and the poison stack.
That just might be it though.
Wow.
That just might be it for this red team. You know, despite the that's going to be a full cap in a matter of seconds. There's a full cap. Blinky tried to FGS lightning flash onto that point. SZ has a reset. He should be able to take this. We are going to see the engineer attempt to run off that. This isn't game yet. This is not game yet, but it's so close.
SZ is so interesting to watch. I just can't take my eyes off.
They have to get Spunkykins over to that wiggle fight. SZ has to be killed immediately here. They got to get him off this point. They have to.
Yeah, this is just insane how long he's surviving. Like he is the MVP. As long as he oh my God, now they got the decap. Oh my God, blue team, what are you doing?
I don't know, but Rainbowkins is in the downstate. Spunkykins, I don't even think they should res this. I really don't.
Yeah, they got the cleave.
They shouldn't res. Andap is about to be taken down as well.
4 kills too. If they only get 4 kills, that's all it takes. And
Spunky is so low right here. Spunky, they need to rotate themselves off the point right now. We are at, okay. Majesticins getting over here is going to help, but
Spunky is going down.
Oh, he has this. Does he have a stealth res? Does he have it? They should be able to get it. They do get the res right here. Oh dear. Oh, this is.
My God,
Zonger is now down. They don't need to res Zonger, I don't think.
Look at blue team's home node. They're getting a 2v1 against Blinky with Arc and SZ.
Yeah, he's no cantrips left. But Majesticins is coming off a Rainbowkins is coming over here to help the fight. He should be okay for the time being. Over at the windmill though, Smash Nox is pretty low right here. That one node ticking 35 points away. Could it be a comeback? Spunkykins taken down. Smash Nox getting solo, has absolutely nothing left. They just need to hold off. Majesticins is gonna be taken down
Blinky's gonna go down.
Majesticins taken down. Donger coming off a respawn. They have to, oh man, one more kill and that's game. If Blinky dies, that is game.
Oh my God, Blinky's getting so low with these kills. Smash Nox got res. They're gonna
oh man.
On mid.
Oh, Donger is the last thing. He cannot die. If he dies, that is game. Oh, buddy. He can't allow for that cap. He has to die on point. No, the cap is given up. That will be game over. The comeback doesn't happen.
This is the best AG I think I've casted. Like, it's just, we got a 500, 500, we got a 540, 462. Just, wow, this is just insane. Like, now, hey, earlier in the tournament, you asked me if this blue team does pull all the way through the tournament, like, would they have actually, you know, beat E-Dream?
I don't think so. I don't think, E-Dream did pretty darn well against that JFC team. JCF team just couldn't finish on Sunday, and they proved to be a challenge even for that blue team there. So pretty good game there, coming out on top. JFC second place, free-to-play plugs claiming first place. Guys, I want to get this giveaway started before we go into a little bit of analysis on that. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I think you
I'm gonna interrupt you really quick.
Giveaway.
I'm gonna interrupt you really quick. Exclamation point raffle into the Twitch chat, guys. We have about 100 gold skin to give away for this giveaway. So exclamation point raffle into Twitch chat. You must be following. If you are coming from Chase channel, you need to be in this chat to participate in that raffle. So go ahead and do that, guys, and we'll have that in just a minute here. So what are your thoughts on that last game? What are you thinking about that one?
Intense, so intense that the chat had to tell me to calm down. Apparently, so no, that was just great, Guilders. That was, you know, you could rewatch that and just see where the flips were coming in, where the regroups happen, where they push. The fact that Blue decided to just skip mid and just tease it with their Necro was amazing. Just the fact that they did that. Red team needed, I think, actually to have their range. I think they needed to switch who they were sending to the far node. Their Ellie and Necro combo, although it sustained like crazy, it wasn't winning it at all. SZ MVP. That was just so much hype.
That was a pretty good play, yeah.
He beat two Ellies with under 50% health. Like you can't get any better than that. That's like Noscock tier. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so hyped still. That was just amazing. I love that game. I love when games go like that. 500, 500, just even that one, it wasn't as close, but it was as intense. So
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, my last thoughts, that was a really good game. That could have went either way, and I really thought Just Couldn't Finish had that, but, Blue Team, free-to-play plebs, they did come back, and they took that one, and, obviously crowned their victors. I'm not sure if we'll see them back. I don't know, but they were banned for a week because they did claim a victory there. So, congrats to them, and congrats to all their teams, all the other teams placed in top 8. And, of course, thanks to you, Secret Agent Slin, for casting with me today. I really appreciate it. Guys, for those of you interested, as always, I would like to remind you that I do upload the ESL weekly for NA and the NA AG onto my YouTube channel every week. You guys can find that right below the stream. It just says YouTube on it. I also recommend you subscribe to that because if you guys are new to the game, for those of you that might be a free-to-play player or just coming into it, I also am starting a series of introductory videos for PvP. I just released one today. Got some good feedback on it, so definitely want to head over to my YouTube channel, take a look at that if you happen to be new to the game. Veterans, probably not going to help you out, so don't go ahead and look at that unless you really, really want to be bored. But other than that, going to go ahead and do this raffle for you guys. Any last stats from you, Slin?
No, I have some really good times shoutcasting. This is fun. Good games. This is one of the best tournaments I think I shoutcasted, like I said earlier. Pleasure to be here. And you do, I wish we actually shook on that deal. You would actually owe me something.
I never said I owed you anything. Congrats to Shade Tree, though, man. Shade Tree, congrats, man. Winning yourself a skin. Shade Tree, if you want to go ahead and send me a PM on Twitch, not a whisper, a PM, a private message through my inbox on Twitch with your account name, we'll go ahead and get that sent to you later on this evening or tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Other than that, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Again, thank you for the hosts coming out from Shade. I appreciate it. We're going to call it a night. We'll see you hopefully next. Actually, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be doing the 2v2 tournament, maybe casting some of that, so tune in for that. I believe that's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So, again, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.